English. Gotcha.
Hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. And
Oh, yeah.
I'm running a little late. I do apologise for everyone. I was just waiting for my guests, but so far they seem to be tied up. They'll probably show up later, I'm hoping. But thankfully, we've got BlueCollarLoser here, who's just as welcome as everybody else. And tonight we'll be talking the 1989 Christmas classic, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, starring Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Leonard from bloody Big Bang Theory. Sorry, Johnny Galecki, if I'm pronouncing his name right, and
Oh, yeah.
Juliette
Yeah.
Lewis, and many other good actors. It's also the third entry into the National Lampoon's Vacation series, and it's basically the simple little story about Clark Griswold, the insane, slightly pervy but very caring, kind-hearted patriarch of the Griswold family, who's determined to have the best Christmas ever with the family, and it just turns into a total fucking disaster. And yeah, Juliette Lewis, I just mentioned her now. She's the daughter who's the kids have been recast as well, because it was Anthony Michael Hall who played the son in the first one. I don't know if he was in the second one because I've not seen it, but hey, I'm getting off topic. And
Yeah.
even though the first
It
one was more adult
yeah.
orientated, it had like tits and everything, this is a little bit more PG-13, but still has that edge. It's still got a little bit of that
Oh, yeah.
adult humour that you can sort of still watch with the kids, but still enjoy as an adult. It's so yeah. Before I ask BlueCollarLoser his first encounter with this classic, I'll talk about mine. It's basically when my stepdad brought a shitload of boxes of there's all these old video cassettes that was recorded from TV, blah blah blah. I don't know where he got them or if they got them legally. I do not know. It's but I caught this. I ended up watching it, and yeah, I was very very surprised about what a very sort of average, very dweeby square guy Clark Griswold was, but he had this fucking little insane edge to him, and I did enjoy this film. It was very wacky. There was plenty of slapstick, but there was some very nice, lovely, heartwarming moments amongst the mean-spirited humour. And yeah, that's my first encounter with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. What about you, BlueCollarLoser?
I mean, remember, like, back in the days, kids, this thing called VHS. We had it, man. And yeah, over the years, everyone has their Christmas movies, their Halloween movies, their Thanksgiving movies they watch, and this for me is like just my probably top 3 of all time. Like, I have to watch this every year. It's something about this film. It's I think out of all the National Lampoon's films, the best one.
Yeah, he's done loads. I mean, Animal House, and
Oh, yeah.
it's weird because a lot of these National Lampoon movies are a bit more edgier, aren't they? They're a bit more like a little bit more for teenagers and adults. But this one you could watch with the family, but still enjoy some of the more cruder
Yeah.
moments, especially Mary. And yeah, I mean, and it's kind of weird because you've got this guy who comes across as a total typical sort of 1950s nuclear family type patriarch, but at the same time is a little bit of a dirty bastard as well, who's kind of almost trying to shag women that's his wife, but he still cares for his family, and he can still see as a good dad who wants to do his best by him, and he wants to give them these precious memories that his parents have left him when he was a kid. And he's a very likable guy, Clark Griswold. Chevy Chase just really gives him a bit of charm, and it's even though he could almost be unlikable, depending on how he's both portrayed and written. But yeah, what's your thoughts on Chevy Chase's Clark Griswold?
Yeah, like you said, he definitely every film it's what was it, the first one, Vacation, is kind of like almost like cheating on his wife and shit. And
Yeah, with Christian Brinkley, who was
it
still
does.
fucking sexy,
Oh,
by
yeah.
the way, even though she's like what 70 now.
Yeah, this one, like you said, he's a cliche family man, but he cares about, the whole Christmas celebration. He's definitely an overachiever. He tries too hard. We'll get into that. And there's definitely some blue collar stuff we'll get into later with the boss. I mean, that's still to my day, the whole when he loses it and after the bonus, I how Chevy Chase did that in one take is fantastic.
I know, and it's really, even though it's PG-13, it is incredibly explicit, even though he doesn't
Oh, yeah.
do F words or anything like that, though. But yeah, you can really feel the venom and the rage just fucking exploding out of him. It's almost cathartic to him. And oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay, nice.
Hey, buddy.
I'll get into the people in chats. Yeah, Lord Toxic, thanks for joining us. And I know you're going to be popping on very soon. I hope you do. And definitely the best out of the series. Yeah, and it's
Yeah, I agree
kind
with
of agree.
Wes on that.
I like Vacation, but this is the best one.
It's weird to like what Tony was saying, man. Chevy Chase grew up as a kid. He was, Chevy Chase and this great guy. And now I don't know what celebrities do the past 5 years. I've been hearing not anything good about
I
Chevy
know.
Chase. And what's weird is in
I,
the 80s, 90s, the guy seemed like just the everyday family man. Now it's like, guess not.
it's funny Tony K mentions Beverly D'Angelo being quite lovely. Yeah, because she's also in your film American History X, and I think she's on your new film The Trainer, isn't she? I've seen her.
I'll
I've seen
check.
her. I think I might have seen her on the in the cast list. I don't know.
Yeah, she's still been pretty active in
Yeah,
Hollywood. I
she's
mean,
in Violent Night,
considering,
wasn't she?
yeah, she's still yeah, you're right. Yeah, so
I think she still
she's
looks
still around.
fucking good. I think she still looks pretty fucking good for her age.
Well, I mean, like, what, her 70s now? I mean, she's aged
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
well. I think so.
yeah. She's fucking gorgeous here, though. I mean, damn.
Oh yeah,
She's very funny as well, and she's very funny, and she plays it dead straight, and she is very convincing. I mean,
we'll get into it, man. I think for me, this is my favorite role of Randy Quaid, hands down.
oh yeah, he's so good. Randy Quaid's fucking underrated. He's so is. I mean, he may lack the good looks of Dennis Quaid, but he's got. I've heard he's a good guy as well in real life. I hope he is. But I think we've just get into the fucking movie now. It's I don't think there's anything else we can say. And
Did you make your slides, or how you doing?
yeah, I made the slide, and yeah, because I don't want to just go through the whole movie without getting into about the beginning.
Great opening too, man. The animation and the song "Christmas Vacation."
I know it's almost like it's from a different movie. You could just watch it as a little short as well because it's just
Yes,
very funny little. Santa Claus is trying to deliver these presents, but he's always got shit happening to him. It's very funny. Yeah, and even Santa Claus is kind of funny in this, likable in this cartoon, even though he doesn't say a word. You know, you laugh at his misfortunes, but at the same time, you do sort of see him want to do his job as well. Yeah.
Pull my copy up too.
Yeah, it's very kiddish. It's very kiddish, but it's still very funny, and there's still this edge to it that I love. And
well, you said right now it's like it's a family setting, and he's calling the reindeer in.
Yeah, because I did see this before I saw the other vacation movies, so that was kind of my introduction to the Griswold family. Yeah, and it's written by John Hughes, so yeah, John Hughes kind of has this. He can give the mean spiritedness, but he can also give the heart as well, which is something he did well in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles as well. Because you got Steve Martin, who was constantly getting shit on by this clumsy, nice guy who was just trying his best, but he's always fucking things up for him, and Steve Martin gets the shit end of the stick for it. But there is still a hope and a calmness to it, and this optimism. But yeah, I'm digressing a little bit. Yeah, but the song is very catchy as well. I love it. Christmas Vacation.
Oh, it's gonna get you.
Yeah, and this is where even if you have not seen the vacation movies, you can still enjoy. You can still get who this family is straight away. I don't even think you need to see the first vacation film, even though you still get a couple of references to it, like the Waldo glasses.
Yeah. Well, on top of them constantly recasting the kids, that was National Lampoon's films. They're like episodes of a TV show because there's no like interconnectivity. It's not like one long sequel storyline. They're all different storylines.
Yeah, shit is full.
We'll get into that.
Oh, I love that. I love that scene. It's such a good one. So yeah, he's seen he's trying to be the old school father, singing like Jingle Bells, the Christmas carols and that, get the family spirit. And the kids, they're just modern day kids. These are 80s kids. They're just wondering, come on, how long are we going to be in this?
It'll be nowadays like this on TikTok and stuff. Come on, Dad, hurry up, drive down.
Yeah, these are like the proto fucking Gen Z kids right here. I mean, the very young Juliette Lewis as well. And
when he tells him, he's got we're kicking the good old fashioned Christmas tree. You have to go get a Christmas tree. You can't buy them cheap store ones, bro. Come on.
We're not. He's kind of making this pretense, saying we're just out here enjoying the wintry landscapes. It's like, is it to get one of those stupid tires? He's like, no, I got one at home. And he almost sounds a bit embarrassed saying it as well. And the lovely D'Angelo as well. Yeah, God, she's cute. And this is where he reveals his just trying to get he wants to get a Christmas tree out of the fucking forest. And yeah, I love that face he pulls. That yeah, it kind of hints that he's a little bit insane as well. And Chevy Chase
Yeah.
could do that really well. And yeah, I know he's a dick, but back in the 80s, Chevy Chase was the fucking man.
Oh, come on, yeah.
Yeah, Fletch, Caddyshack. He was cool as fuck, man. He was like this fucking ladies man. I mean, he kind of wanted to hang out with his character in Caddyshack.
Yeah, I mean the whole SNL crew, man. The whole SNL people tend to forget, like nowadays, but how iconic and big SNL. Everyone came out of SNL with just straight, like, A-list movie stars, man.
Yeah. And I do love this as well. It kind of shows that even though he's coming across as this the total old school, mild mannered dweeby dad, there is this edge to him as well. He's got these guys who are just trying to fucking go around, and common sense would say just let him go around. I mean, fuck it. If he's in a rush, there's no need to cause more accidents. But Clark, he just will not let it go, and he's like, "What? I'm not going to let these fucking assholes walk all over me like that. Give me shit." So.
Yeah, the whole like, see, yeah, of course he's like, "Hey kids, look at deer," and just like this. Like,
yeah, it's just fucking, I know. I had to rewind this a couple of times just to get this fucking shot. There he is.
It's like he's all smiling too, like.
God, I love 80s PG movies.
Yep. Of course, they didn't get in his face. They freaking slammed the fucking brakes on like assholes, man. Like,
yeah, I know. There's like, yeah, he could just let them fucking pass. If they fucking did start that shit, then yeah, that's on them. Then become an asshole back.
Yeah.
But yeah, he kind of has made it worse, hasn't he? And he's got his kids
like,
in danger.
Eat my rubber.
So like, the kids are fucking flying into the sinks.
I'll never forget this upcoming scene as a kid, man. It freaked me out. This is like before pre-Final Destination.
Oh yeah,
really?
Oh yeah, we can never look at the back of a truck that are carrying logs anymore. We can't, not without seeing that. Yeah, and it leads to him getting stuck under this fucking truck as well, which yeah, that's the worst thing you can do. Just get stuck under these just between the carriages of a lorry. And they're doing it for real, though. That's the thing. They've still got stunt drivers in there. They're doing this shit for real, not CGI. And even for a comedy, people are getting fucking hurt.
Yeah.
There's the car. Fucking killed. He's like crashing himself.
Well, to the fuck the kids and stuff too. The kids like they're up in the front seat and everything, and
he's the worst dad, but at the same time, you kind of want him to be a dad as well. He's allowing his kids to fucking freeze out.
Right here before Luke, I do appreciate what he's trying to tell his kids. He's trying to like be old school, trying to teach them like the family values and stuff. He doesn't want them to just like he wants Christmas and the Christmas tree to be more about just going to the mall and buying a cheap tree. It should be like a family event. That's what he's trying to keep though, because we have it nowadays, dude. Like a lot of people. More and more people aren't spending Christmas with their family. They're doing Christmas on fucking Tel Aviv calls, or Facebook Messenger. It's the whole getting together as a family and doing something.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, I don't get a chance to spend Christmas with the family a lot, but I do try and come down like sometime after Christmas and visit them, and because it's it's a bit more difficult. But
it's become a cliche. Well, what anybody watch, man. I'm 43, and Christmas at 40 is different than Christmas at 15. I swear, at 15 we had like 200 people in the house. Now it's like 5 of us.
Oh man, that's so sad. That really is.
But right here, do the light and everything, and it's so perfect.
I know. And you just can't help but love Clark Griswold when the way his face lights up when he sees it. He really does. He really wants people to enjoy themselves, and he wants to be the guy that does this. He always feels like he wants to achieve for someone else's benefit.
Yeah,
but he's even he's kind of got his daughter's like fuck. Her eyes are frozen. And everything.
It's just the whole scope of the fucking size of that tree. Like you're looking up like this. It's like Dad, that wouldn't fit in our yard. It's not going in our yard.
Yeah, he's insanely passionate, but he's such a likable character though. Still, it's like you kind of can't help but relate to him a little bit though. Like especially. Right, because I'm a bit of a Christmas nerd at this time of year. I'm a big fucking kid, and I want my Christmases to be fucking great and everything. And
the joke right there.
It's like, it just make me like Clark more for it.
How do you feel about it? Don't worry, honey. She'll see it later. Her eyes are frozen.
Yeah, yeah. It's that just amount of mean spiritedness that we need more in comedies. It's so great, but yeah. It's kind of like a product of its time as well. Dad's just
Hey, Gemma.
yeah, dad's having no problem endangering the kids because it'll toughen them up. It's even his lips are fucking
I love
frozen as well.
the spirit of Kith and Kim and the trying to
Yeah,
rip off them at Christmas. But the line coming up too, it's small humor. Dad, did you bring a saw?
yeah. It's the fucking
Now, when I was a kid, I didn't get the joke because I'm just like, because I was like, this film came out, I was 7 years old. Now as a teenager, I'm like, wait a second. My dad's like,
yeah.
the thought of the
Oh,
four of them. I mean, first off, the physics, dude. There's no way in hell a tree that fucking size. It would take you, me, Wes, Enzo, Lance, like 9 of us to even attempt that shit.
I know. It's like I think that's why it's so smart just to cut away to the tree and the cat. You don't
Oh yeah,
need to know. It's just
dude.
the cutaway
Physically, there's
itself
no
is
fucking way
funny.
the four of them we're fucking pulling that tree out of the ground.
Yeah, you
No
kind of
fucking
already
way.
filling in the blanks, and filling in the blanks is what makes it funnier.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot,
so
man.
it's just
Young Juliet Lewis, man, before Seinfeld.
oh yeah, man. Yeah, and I forgot all this actor's
Made
name.
Julie
It's
Dreyfus. Wow, Julie Dreyfus.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's get look at the chat. Jammer Lama, yeah, thanks for joining us as well. And what's
yeah,
up, boys?
Gemma.
Yeah, what's up, Jammer? What's up, Jammer? What's up, Jammer? Yeah, my lips are frozen too. Yeah, and these are kind of like the very stuffy sort of like smug, uprighteous neighbours that are really full of themselves. And they always kind of get the shit end of the stick whenever Clark Griswold does whatever he's doing, and it's yeah, they're like the neighbours that really want to get rid of Clark Griswold because he just makes their lives fucking misery, and just watching them suffer is just hilarious. It really is. And yeah, look how young she has not changed a bit though. She still looks the fucking same, even though she's in her 60s now. I'm
Oh yeah,
guessing.
definitely. Some people age well. I mean, she's definitely gotten older, but considering she aged like 5 minutes in 40 years, she's very impressive for her age. How good she looks, it's crazy. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. The fuck, the music comes down
yeah.
like
It just comes with this hockey mask and
chainsaw. Hey Griswold, what do you do with that tree?
yeah. Why'd you bend over and I'll show you?
It's like, you got loud enough talking to me that way. I wasn't talking to you.
I might be remembering this wrong, but I think Clark Griswold was a little bit more passive at the start of Vacation, and I think the whole experience has made him a little bit more,
Yeah,
a little bit more confrontational, a little bit more sarcastic now, a little bit
yeah.
more biting. So
I just love too the whole as he rubs a chainsaw, he puts over his fucking head, and they're playing the music like it's a horror movie.
yeah,
Oh
and they've
Christ!
got stuff in the fucking living room. It's like what the hell,
Again,
man?
the physics of like that tree fitting in there.
How did they get through the fucking door? It's like
Don't ask questions.
yeah,
Mm.
it's
Like,
just a laugh out loud movie, and yeah,
once he snips the
does
wires, yeah, fucking
yeah, he just smashes through the fucking window.
exactly. They full. He's like, yeah, lots of sap. Yeah, sap in here.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the joke later too, like his hands with the fucking magazines because
Yeah,
his
yeah,
hands
because it's all the sap from the tree, isn't it?
exactly. Just part with her just like this. Then she pulls off and she's like,
I know. He gets stuck on her hair and everything. It's
exactly.
but yeah, it's just a moment where they're talking about the family coming round later for the
Yeah.
Christmas vacations, and I do like these little moments as well, where he's opening the door to
Yeah.
mark the days of the calendar. It's nice.
Well, still the little scene right there I do like because she's like, you don't understand how hard it's going to be to have all the everyone in this house. And he goes, no, we'll make it work because he's so like, just dead set on the Christmas spirit and having a family. He's like, well, they're not strangers. She's like, all they're going to do is fight. And it's going to be so hard. And he doesn't care. No matter what, he wants to get this Christmas done. He wants the whole family to be together. And she's like, it's going to be hard, Clark. You're not understanding how difficult it's going to be to have like 20 people in this house. And he doesn't, no, we have to.
Yeah, because and you do find out later as well when he gets trapped in the cellar. We call it a loft in England, but and it does sort of hit home to why he does want this Christmas, all his family around. He's trying to create these memories for his kids as well as the same kind of memories he had that he cherishes.
Yeah, I've done it myself, and I forgot about those old school Christmas things where like the freaking you pull out the candies and stuff. You go to December 1st and 2nd, you keep pulling them out one at a time.
Yeah. And this is the scene that sets up is him hoping to get his Christmas bonus so he can do so he can get a pool built in his backyard,
Yeah.
and this comes his boss, which is always played by Bill
My
Murray's
my
brother.
God. Yep.
Yeah, and he
Fucking
must have been in
Groundhog Day,
every.
man.
Yeah, he was. This guy's an actual legend. He's always played these like crusty old farts, hasn't he? He's a
Oh
very
yeah.
good actor. He's got this very very gravelly voice, and I love it. I love this actor. He really is. He's really good.
Yeah.
And this actor as well with him as well. He's very funny. He's in Risen,
Hmm.
Arizona, isn't he? He's like the guy who always makes the Pollock jokes, and he tries to get Nicolas Cage and his wife to do he tries to do a wife swap with Nicolas Cage's wife. This is very funny.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently Clark's a kind of a genius. He made some way to like have the milk not penetrate the cereal. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah, it's a
yeah,
fantastic Clark, and we're not sure what the hell it's doing, but
yeah. And I love how this sets him up to this guy. I forgot the actor's name, but it does set him up like he's just the usual hard ass fucking boss, and Clark's being very courteous to him as well.
well,
It's
even the small thing, people, I'm not sure over there if you own a home, but at least here in America, man, people tend to forget, especially back in the 80s, having a home, but also installing a pool. Installing a pool is like a $20,000-$30,000 investment. That's no fucking small feat, man. Like
yeah,
it's a really big deal in terms of like you have to buy licenses, you have to get permits, you have to like dig the hole. You can't do it wintertime, obviously, because the ground is frozen. And then once you get the pool, maintaining it, like installing an outdoor pool is no small venture by any means.
yeah. Maintain it, yeah, because you got all these fucking
Yeah,
bits floating around in it, everything. You'll probably get fucking bugs, all
yeah.
sorts, and
So yeah, he's got
clean.
making some pretty good money, dude. I mean, shit.
Yeah, this is why you have to be a fucking billionaire, something that way you can hire maids and maintenance guys to do it. But yeah, I do like the twist on him being like the hard boiled boss, and he's being very courteous. He's like asking him, he's telling him, he's thanking him for Christmas presents,
Hmm.
and he looks kind of lost as well. He's like looking at one of his one of his right hand guys as well, and he just shrugs it off, and he's like Merry Christmas to the other guys, and they don't say
Yeah.
Merry Christmas back, so he's like Merry Christmas, kiss my ass, go fuck yourself, kiss my ass.
Happy Hanukkah. We
He
tells
does
us
it
too.
with his smile as well. He does it with his smile.
Yeah.
He's like very subtly. He doesn't raise his voice. He just says it very calmly. And
Well, and also too, it just shows yet again, like working for a corporate dick, because like this boss, he's like, "Oh, sir, the wife and the kids want to thank you for the Christmas card." He looks over like, "What?" And just he doesn't send Christmas cards. His assistants send Christmas cards. Clark
yeah,
doesn't. He doesn't even freaking know Clark's name, and that's the point of these jobs. It's like you are not special. You're a product. You're there. This guy doesn't give a fuck about you. All you are is just he's like, yeah, just write stuff in layman's terms, dude. But like, oh yeah, your name is Clark, and he's got that's a cliche '80s boss, man.
yeah, yeah. I can't agree on the layman terms things because yeah, fuck it. Who wants all the other complicated stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now he's doing a bit of Christmas shopping, and this is where we get and yeah. I do like watching these 80s movies where
Mm.
you see shops all busy, surrounded by Christmas. It really does get you in the mood. And
Well, this has like the whole New York City vibe to it. That's what it is. Everyone's
yeah,
shopping, happen. Credit cards back then. Credit cards, you had to put the credit cards down and scan them and stuff. But yeah, this goddamn boy.
Mary, God, man, fucking hell, man.
Can I show
Yeah,
you
a lot of
something?
fucking young lads became men when they saw this. They really did, and just like in the first film, Clark is kind of a bit of a dirty old
I mean,
bastard. Like,
you can't blame him.
You can't blame him.
I was just smiling. I was just browsing.
Yeah, browsing, yeah. Get a little nipply. I mean, nippy is like.
Of course, is it for your wife or your girlfriend? Oh wait, what? He forgot he's got a wife all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's like no, we're divorced. It's like he's.
he takes the fucking panties and is like this. That's right too. Yeah.
This could almost make this character very unlikable and a little bit of a sleazebag, but once again, he just still manages to be very likable. It's
well, because it's like the whole Al Bundy, Peg Bundy. It's like Katie Seagal was hot as fuck and married with children, but the cliche was like, oh, he's got a shitty housewife. Like Beverly D'Angelo's a hot woman, but like the cliche of like he's got this hot woman staring in front of him, and he's all flustered and can't talk and everything.
yeah. He does do some very good physical comedy, and he just yeah.
It's a bit nippy outside.
Yeah, it's like
what is a nipple?
Yeah, it's like tis the season to be married. It's like my name's Mary. It's like no shit.
Yeah, she looks at him. Can I take something out for you?
Yeah, it just fucking loses it.
He's just like,
It's
oh,
a nice
Christ.
little bit of adult humor in a kids movie as well, which doesn't. It's not too explicit, but at the same time, it's like just a little bit gives it that a little bit of an edge, doesn't it?
Well, especially like the dialogue of like, I was taking it for my wife, God rest her soul. Most people take that as like she died. You jackass.
Yeah, what's happening there? What's happening there, Jammer? Is YouTube being a
Uh,
fucking pain in the ass and not putting the comment through?
yeah, well, that's why even on stream, Jim, you know, that we have to say like we say terms like, you know, unalive or just
Ah,
SA and shit like that. Yeah, be careful what you say even on stream because they'll know you.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Even the unoffensive ones are getting fucked, man.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. Shit.
Yeah, what I've noticed, Jim, sometimes if you put the asterisk or something, like you just put down like say for instance you want to say sex, for example, just S and an asterisk and X, and there's ways to like get the words across by just changing up some lettering. Sometimes you have to, unfortunately. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, yeah. He is a little bit stupid around hot
Yeah.
whip, but I know they kind of give him enough to still make you sort of forgive him a little bit because he still seems to love his wife, but it's like he fucking forgets as well when a hot woman comes over. But yeah, I don't know how the fucking managed to execute this real well because any other film he would have come across as a complete sleazebag and
Yeah.
but once again Chevy Chase had that very likability to him back then. Is
Oh yeah. This part right here.
yeah.
With the part with Russ. She's trying she's trying on.
GSC, I just wrote as worse than what I was trying to say. Like, hey, Rachel, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Rachel Piercy Art.
Hey Rachel.
I don't know if you've been in my chat before. I hope you have. If you haven't, then
That's a cool
welcome,
name.
welcome, and
Rachel Percy Art. It's sick.
yeah, welcome. If you have, then yeah, welcome anyway. Yeah, so I'm gonna get cut to the son. I forget the son's name though.
Russ.
Yeah, Russ. Russ, that's him. Yeah,
Can't see the lines, huh, Russ?
Russ.
Dude, she's
Yeah,
totally
can't see
shaved
no
too.
lines. And yeah, yeah.
God damn.
Oh man. Yeah, and I love, I love his face as well when he gets caught. And his son, he knows his dad. He knows his fucking dad. He does.
The way he looks like. Can't see
Yeah.
King Russ. No dad. Like, oh, sure.
Yeah, and Russ is watching A Wonderful Life, which does have a nice little callback to it later on, especially with the banister.
Yeah.
And this is where the family's just about to come and arrive, and yep, and they're all there. There's Clark Senior. There's his mum.
What's like how the whole dude the atmosphere changes, the music. It's almost like an impending doom.
Yeah, I know. It's like because it's like the in-laws. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. It's like even like the friggin' the bell. It's like ding dong, ding dong.
Yeah, and I don't know if we were introduced to the in-laws in the other vacation movies, but
No, first time we're seeing them.
but
Yeah.
we kind of get a sense of them straight away. We get like Clark Griswold's dad is a little bit more nicer, and his mum is a little bit more sweeter, while their mum and dad are a little bit more gruffer, aren't they? And it did make me laugh when Beverly Angelo's mum says that she's got hemorrhoids, and she actually tries not to laugh. She tries not to fucking laugh.
Yep, here's being a dad. You know, they took some fluid on my back. Oh, there's a mole here. Just the
Yeah.
the whole the moms and dads and mother.
Yeah, Rachel is known around our corner and is loved. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for once again. You're still welcome. Still welcome. You get sick, yeah. Look at, and I kind of love Clark Griswold's dad as well. He's kind of got he's got an affability to him as well.
Yeah, of course. What like the grandma, like, hey, to Russ, rub my foot. I'll give you a quarter for a whole quarter.
Yeah,
it's like rub my feet for a quarter. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, because a quarter was a lot of money back then. I'm guessing. So yeah.
Well, a small tidbit. I never forget when what was the Simpsons when Bart was saving up for the comic book. He did like a week's worth of work, and she gave him like $1 for a week's worth of work. Like what?
Yeah, old people seem to forget about inflation. They do for some reason.
Yes, my mother. I love mom, but she's 65. So mom, it's 2024. This ain't 1995 anymore. The whole $20 for an oil change that didn't happen no more. It's 2024. Come on.
Oh, so sad that is. But we do get smart. Now we're on to Clark Griswold getting the Christmas lights out with his son, and it's like this big fucking enormous ball. It's like,
But dude, then they got fucking 5 boxes of stuff too.
yeah. And we get a bit of slapstick as well with Clark trying to get the lights
Yeah.
on into the roof, and yeah, they're both asleep
Well,
because they're like napping.
yeah. Well, you said when we hands him the fucking light bulbs, it's like this. You have to unwrap them. Dude, how long it's gonna fucking take?
Yeah, I love how Clark Mum's is actually working on this gingerbread house while Ellen's mum is fucking just smoking and drinking. It's like
Yeah.
it shows nice visually just how opposite these two families are,
Like the
which is
neighbors.
probably the worst thing to probably have in one big room, especially when Christmas is going wrong.
It's like the neighbors though. I hope he breaks his neck. Like, yeah, we're
Yeah.
not lucky enough. We're not lucky enough for that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't know.
kind of like these little mini antagonists, aren't they? Who always
Yeah.
kind of gets the shit end of the stick from the main character.
Yep.
Yeah, like everything that goes wrong, everything Clark does that goes wrong ends up going back on them.
Well, he said, man, Chevy Chase, the whole physical comedy with the ladder, it's fucking priceless, man. Because I doubt there was a stunt double back then, and I don't know, it's just
Yeah. And Juliette Lewis is not fucking happy that she has to sleep in the same bed with Russ because of all the things he does in bed when he's alone. It's that feels like very teenage like. It's
oh yeah, I mean, yeah, but come on, I've been there. I've got I've got a teenage son. Teenage boys are disgusting. We are.
yeah.
Simple as that. Sorry.
Yeah,
Man.
that she's and I love that she just smokes the fag and just chops that lettuce real in half because yeah,
Yeah.
she's already getting frustrated already by
Isn't it
what's
funny where it's like, Ellen, what are you smoking?
Yeah.
The second she lights up, he goes to that mom like, fuck her. No. Oh man.
I know. I mean, yeah, he's a crazy guy, but he's really fucking risking his neck here to
Yeah.
get these lights together.
He's definitely he's on a mission.
Yeah, nearly slips and he sends this fucking pipe into the neighbour's house, smashing up the
Yeah.
fucking sound system.
Yep. He's up there too. He's like, ow, ow. Yeah, they're both arguing too. Like, how could this happen? It's like what's going on?
Yeah, he kind of ruins their fucking relationship a little bit at the end, doesn't he? Because
Oh yeah. Well, especially this is what 1987 again. That sound system, that thing probably cost like thousands of dollars too.
yeah,
Because I
like
think
you get
because
shake now.
especially this is probably they probably would have had CDs when it first came out. So remember, CDs were like what was it, $1,000 for a CD player back in the 80s because there were it was new technology.
Yeah. So now he's got family around. They're getting ready
God,
to turn on the lights. So
so it's so priceless.
And it just
The mom is drunk too.
yeah. And they're asking if he checked all the lights, and he's like, "Yeah, I did. I checked every single one." And you can see his heart's just sinking as well. I mean, they're laughing their asses off, and he's just really heartbroken. He just
On
wants.
top of two, dude, how many hours upon hours was he up there too?
I know I'd be fucking heartbroken as well. And I give parents are just really trying to be optimistic. They're trying to make him feel better.
Married dad, sweet. Beautiful son, beautiful. You know how it is. It's a there's one light bulb. As soon as you blow out one, you blow them all out, son.
Yeah, no, and he wants to check. He wants his son to check the lights, and he's like, "Oh, that's the time. I better go. I better leave." He's like making this excuse.
Excuse. He's like, I have to go. Like shave the cat, feed the hog. Like what? No, Dad, I'm tired. Yeah.
I do like these little moments as well. Where is he reading a fucking porno mag? It's like it looks like he's reading a mag with a hot woman on, but
it's
sassy. So it could be maybe something for women, but there's still plenty of provocative images, like women in lingerie, negligee, all sorts. Yeah, no, he's fucking. He's
exactly.
just on top of her, and she's not happy. She's not happy. Yeah, and he's just looking at this fucking picture, and once again, a nice bit of PG-13 sleaze to keep the adults happy.
That's the whole point. Like everyone in the house is asleep and everything is peaceful, and Clark is fucking obsessed. It's like what's going on.
I like the fact that this isn't really like much of a plot. It's just mostly like a series of moments as the days pass by to Christmas, and that's what it is. It's just like it's just that's what these Christmas family moments are, just moments, random things happening, and it does establish the characters more and more. It's not just random things put in. It's something that
Yeah.
does work well with depending on what the characters are doing. And yeah, a little bit of physical comedy. The lad just smacks him in the face, knocks him
Oh
out.
yeah.
And,
Now, that was back, especially like the older attics and stuff. You had to go up there. They had the staircase and stuff to pull it down, and the stairs whacking the face. Like I know, happened to my dad twice.
I might be alone in this, but every time we go into the attics or the lofts or cellars, and you have a job to do, you have to do something. Don't you always get distracted when you start finding things that you never realized you lost, and you kind of
That's how it
you're
is.
in there
Yeah.
longer than you should be? Yeah.
What's funny because now, like, well, my house, we have the attic, we have a bedroom up there. But back then, the attic, like an attic or basement bedrooms just weren't common. It was where you just store stuff all year long and check it out once a year.
Yeah. Oh, I've got the fucking comment on the line again. Yeah,
It's
and
like I remember he finds
all
like
the presents that have not been opened in.
exactly. It's like, oh
It's like,
shit.
damn.
It's like how long's it been up there for?
I know they saw a present to his mum as well for like 1983. Fucking hell! It's like he just puts it back as well.
Yeah, screw it. Of course, his
Ah,
motherfucker puts the stairs up.
yeah, it's fucking freezing and he gets trapped, and they all start leaving, and he's trapped up there. But once again, we do get a very nice little moment as well where he's looking through stuff trying to keep warm, and then he finds
Yeah,
these old film reels, and
yeah.
yeah,
Of
we
course,
get to the
nobody can hear
moment.
him. Oh yeah, that's right. The two by fours keep whacking him in the fucking face too, man.
Yeah, yeah. It's like walking all over these balls. They're just springing up and hitting him. It's once again a
But
bit of slapstick, and which usually can be a little bit childish and a little bit
mm,
pedestrian in comedies, but it's done really well because there's a lot of other stuff that makes
yeah.
it work.
Well, of course, and what's funny is it's not like unheard of, but like most attics aren't like they're not insulated, so it's like there's no heat up there, no heaters, so it's like, and he's open the window, and it's probably mid-December, so you would be freezing your balls off. I mean, at least in New York, dude, it gets to be like -5 sometimes. Like them attics are fucking cold.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. The only thing he can find to keep him warm is all this gear, but I do like this
Oh,
moment.
no.
It's really fucking emotional, and
Yeah,
you can really see. Look at his face. Look at that face.
yeah.
Jesus.
Remember back in the days, man, we had home movies, and just it's part of getting older. I mean, I have now we have Facebook, but yeah, watching old, like, remember my dad, we once seen some old footage of myself and my grandfather, and like I was like 30 years old, and I was getting choked up seeing old footage when my grandfather was still alive, and so it's like yeah, you understand it.
I know. And I think that's why this film works because it reminds you of times like this as well. You just
Definitely. Well, yeah, because we just had some slapstick comedy, him getting smacked in the face by two by fours. Now he's crying. He is crying. It's a good moment. They're playing music, and you get more of an understanding of the person that Clark is. Why Clark cares so much about Christmas, this Christmas. Why he's a family man for it. Because and most of us are. We care about these holidays and these memories and stuff. We want to make these memories with our children now and our future grandkids.
yeah, I know. And this does like you said, this does pretty much make you understand more and more why he is doing what he's doing. Is these right? These are my memories. I want my family to have these memories too, and I want them to watch all film reels with what we're doing
Yeah,
today. The way I am watching these old bits of footage, and we do get a bit more of a setup for pretty much Betty Boo and Dr. Finkelstein showing up later on.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I can't believe I've just realised this, but the woman who plays Clark Griswold's mother, I think she was in Star Trek a couple of times.
I'd
I
have to
think she played
check.
I think she played one of the Romulan queens that Spock romanced. She was a lot younger then, though. But
Yeah, Laura Dare. She comes home.
yeah,
She opens the door. Ruins the whole moment.
yes. It gets back and yeah, these are like we're so modern and so smug and
Oh yeah, dude. Back in especially 80s, the fucking those suits right there, the workout suits and like the
yeah,
sweatsuits were just all the rave, and everyone had to get them. And just they come to find out you're dehydrating yourselves, and it's like yeah, the rich snooty people are there. They're working out in these special sweatpants and shit.
yeah. I think they are trying to take the piss out of these kind of people a little bit as well. I'm guessing the writer probably knew people like these, and I thought, wouldn't it be good if we could just have bad shit happen to them in this movie? You know,
Poor Clark, and it's like the whole drum where you still can't figure out what's going on. Like,
it's trying to make the second attempt, and it's just a simple fucking thing. It's like you get stressed out wondering what the hell is happening. You go crazy, you break stuff, and it turns out just one little simple thing that you
I still,
overlooked.
especially he says right there, he's like, "Do you honestly think I would plug in thousands of lights and not check if the extension cord was plugged in?" And he looks at him like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, you would." That's what it's just. Like, it's always the one simple thing you forget, dude.
yeah. I've got a bad habit of overlooking the simplest things, like when because I'm a bit of a fucking stress head. I am not gonna lie.
Yeah.
When there's a problem and I can't figure out, it's like, damn. My wife is like, if I lose something and I'm looking all over the place, I'm like proper tearing the place down just to look for it. And the wife always finds it. It's like in this place that I overlooked. It's like, oh, it's just there all along. It's like, fuck. It's annoying.
I love right there before they clink their glasses, they show the strip and like, yeah, look at that, man.
Yeah, it's like, fucking, Jesus Christ.
Come on, man.
They're probably violating a lot of fucking health.
Holy Christ! How many fucking fire codes have you violated? Like, Jesus, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's like so blinding, like you're trying to have this nice moment, and it's just getting fucking ruined and everything.
Best in music too. It's like, oh, Clark. Clark. Yeah. The best
like,
part.
Yeah, and there's stuff for like 3 or 4 fucking times with it as well. It goes off, and then they try it, and it looks like it's clear for them to do what they need to do.
I just like when they show the house, they show the remaining of the city, the lights are dimming, and they got a fucking.
It's like, fucking Christ, man. He's practically shutting down nuclear power plants for that crap.
He's fucking shutting down the grid. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. I fucking love that scene.
Yeah, once again, the light comes back on again. They fucking trip. They fall over. Like,
yeah, it was the mom. Yeah, the mom goes out there and she shuts off the she goes to the fridge and shuts it off, and then like, yeah, the next door neighbors are like, oh shit, like.
And he's like he's trying to call everyone out, and as soon as it comes on, but then it goes out again. The switches are always rearranged. They end up getting injured.
Look again. That's where you go back. It's like when she's freaking checking the plugs, blowing into it. Like, yeah, there's just like it's like. Fuck, man.
Yeah. And once again, the lights go out again, just as the fucking family comes out. It's and it's frustrating. I know, it's just breaking shit. He's going mad, and yeah, and she just figures out why as well. What's happening? It just comes to her.
Yeah.
And then bang! It's like
when he has his fucking meltdown, he's like, he starts fucking kicking the Santa Claus and shit.
Yeah, how's his house not ashes at this point?
Exactly.
Oh man, yeah. This film is crazy. This is one crazy film, but God,
when he's beating up Santa and the reindeer is fucking priceless. He's like, it's free meltdown.
Yeah.
The part when he goes, you get the screenshot, he's like this, and he goes, as soon as he hits it, the sparks.
Hey, thanks, how you doing, man? Glad to have you join us.
They start playing Hallelujah, so.
Yeah, and I just love his face. His family are really happy about it, and
Mom, we did it, Mom. Everyone's so happy. Good job, son, and like.
And they're just like, all right then, okay, so I guess we're doing
next,
this,
buddy.
Yeah, he's a bit of a fucking moody ass, but he does get this nice little moment later on in the film, which does sort of
crying. Dad.
Yeah, and it's like, there's one of the other lights is not blinking. It's like,
he's like,
I know.
I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah, he's just glad to have it on. He's just glad to have it on finally, and yeah, this is where we get this fucking absolute legend. Is returning from the first movie, and gotta love Randy Quaid. He's like, he's probably the last person you want to invite for a fucking civilized dinner, but he's got a good heart as well. He's a bit of a jobless, wet, shy, redneck slob, but he does care about his family as well. He's a good guy. And he's very friendly.
Look at Chevy Chase's face, Eddie. Pure terror.
Like,
he never invited him.
I thought he just casually goes up like he's already been there this whole time, and then he just snaps back to reality, saying, "What the fuck are you doing here?" I love Eddie though. Yeah, and his house.
He brings in
And
the
the
kids too. He's like,
daughter
Eddie.
as well.
He asked
She's
like 3 different times. Eddie, Eddie. He can't believe it.
yeah.
Oh
Go away, yeah.
Christ,
Randy Quaid, man. Randy Quaid.
dude! You see
Absolute legend.
this disgusting ass RV? Oh my god,
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh
Yeah, I miss the stupid seasonal fun movies. I know we
yeah.
need more fucking mean spirited
Oh
Christmas
Christ,
films that
yeah.
still have a heart.
Yep.
So yeah, and they brought the kids along, and they've been recast as well because
Of course, yeah.
in the first movie it was Jen Maroney was the daughter. She was Jane Krakowski, I think her real name is.
Yeah.
Really young. Yeah,
The kids. He's like, he had an infection.
yeah, it's a little bit docile as well.
So the grandma, she's like, oh my god, her eyes are uncrossed finally.
I know. It's like she's adorable though. I just
So
want to pinch your cheeks. I don't.
look, we have our dog Snots.
Yeah, that dog's fucking great. Yeah, and he's
Hey,
like
look
this.
at him.
Yeah, he's like a fucking beast. This dog as well. I want that dog. I want that dog. Reminds me of
That's
man
what
a little bit.
that's what Eddie said though. He's like,
Yeah, he's
Clark.
gonna
He's
suffer
like,
all the fucking kids.
he's like, Clark, you pet him the right way, he'll love you to the day you die.
Yeah, so it looks like cousin Eddie is here with his family,
Yeah.
and yeah, yeah, you need someone like that as well. He's like, because once again, it's a very dysfunctional family. You need that reality. You need these very flawed people
Yeah, that's
just
called
sort of clashing together. These different personalities.
I got the small line where he's like, hey, after the long drive, he's like, let the kids go into the house with them. He's like, don't forget the rubber sheets and gerbils. Like, wait, why does it call it that? Like, hold on, dude. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cousin Eddie. I love the fucking turtleneck sort of like being cut off from the actual top and stuffed underneath his V-neck
and dude,
sweater.
and the music too. The music just changes again to like just all dour. And of course, Clark's looking down. The nasty ass dog.
Yeah, and he's drinking from the water from the tree, which
Yes.
yeah, which does set
Later
up.
on,
Yeah, and it's like if he stop the dog from drinking, otherwise the tree will dry out, and which does lead to which is basically setting up another payoff later.
yes. He's a
Yeah,
guy with snots. Yeah.
yeah, and I love the drinking the old Waldo cups as well. Waldo cups from the first movie, a nice little nod to
That's
the
like small
first.
thing. And he's like, don't worry. Before he drank half a quarter of Penn's oil. Like
Yeah,
what, dude? What are you feeding that dog?
yeah,
Oh, Christ.
Jesus Christ, man.
Like right there, he's like, he's got some Mississippi leg hound. He goes, if he gets in the mood, just let him finish.
I like the fact that Eddie is so fucking poor that he's still wearing like clothes from the 70s a little bit. He's got these like white loafers and yeah, and he's got the turtleneck cut off underneath his V-neck as well. And you see he's like this sort of like cowboy denim suit as well, which is very, very 1970s. So obviously he's a guy stuck in his he's kind of just stuck in his own little world.
Well, hold on. He said, so I have a daughter in the clinic. She's getting cured off the wild turkey, and his kid's going to carnival college. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I'll be honest, this is my favorite Christmas movie. It's hilarious, but never loses the heart of Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean it's because I think it's John Hughes as well, and he seems to really know how to write these like movies that had a bit of an edge, but at the same time, you know, there was still a heart to it though.
You know, it's just a dialogue, Luke, where he's like telling Eddie he's refilling the eggnog. He goes, hey, Eddie, can I get you anything? He's like, drive you out to nowhere, leave you for dead. No, Clark, I'm all thanks. I'm all set. Like, you just noticed that small jabs.
Yeah. Yeah, this is funny as well. Like he's bringing the Christmas to his boss, and they're like, most of all, like the same fucking SARS and everything. And he obviously doesn't care about his fucking these gifts. He's like, I get all this worthless crap from my employees all the time. You know, he's probably throws them away. God knows. Yeah, we kind of got this little like sled. It's like a sled. He's like using this like disc, isn't he? It's like this metal plate instead of.
This scene is so iconic. Oh my god.
Mm.
He puts me that special lubricant that his company was testing. It's like a super slide that makes the sleds extra slippery. See.
Yeah, once again, more slapstick, really, isn't it? It's just something to sort of give the film a little bit more of a pace, a little bit of action to happen as amongst it, and then
get more show Eddie too. Eddie's like, I got the metal plate in my head.
Yeah.
Everything. Every time the microwave goes off, he's like, let's see how I forgot. I pass out and I piss myself.
Yeah, I love this as well. You can see the green screen as well, but you can still see there's a stuntman doing this shit as also. And
Yeah.
once again, he nearly gets fucking killed, and
dude.
he
Yes. As
pretty
soon as
much
he fucking takes off the room.
yeah, he skids them. He pretty much skids the whole metal off it, everything, and
Yeah.
well,
This entire sequence, man, is fucking hilarious. It's like, yeah.
yeah. And this is where he's still not got his bonus yet, and he's starting to get a little bit worried that he might not get it, and yeah, so that's family, and yeah, he gets this little dream sequence, and yeah, he's obviously playing on his head as well after he's like wondering if it'll ever happen, and yeah, he gets the nice little fantasy sequence where his family are celebrating by the pool, but for some reason Eddie comes up. He's got his vest tucked into his fucking speedos.
The fact that he takes one in the pool toys and hits a kid with it.
Yeah,
it's like, why's he got flippers on for?
yeah. What the fuck is going through Clark Griswold's mind here anyway? But we know definitely what else is going through it. This lovely lady. It's
He can't play music, but it's the whole like Christmas Day. And of course, there's her. Oh damn.
Yeah. It's like it's like his. I think it's like his way of getting cousin Eddie out of his head. Just go to something.
Oh yeah, sure.
He's like, yeah, he gets really lost into it. He's pressing his fucking face against something.
She's like this and stuff too, and he's just like he's feeling all guilty about it. He's got his fucking nose against the window.
But
he gets some side boob.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it just cuts away just at the wrong moment. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
We should have cut away a little bit more later.
Yeah, of course she's like, Uncle Clark, what the hell are you doing? He's sitting in the middle of fucking the middle of the living room like this.
Yeah. But it does sort of kind of calm the moment down a little bit as well, because you get this nice moment where I found out that she's not going to get any presents because cousin Eddie has just not had the money to get her anything. And
of course, and it's hard to tell a kid that. Like, how do you tell a 7, 8-year-old, like, Santa Claus isn't real and your dad's a fucking bum? Like,
I know, and Clark is just not that mean-spirited guy to do that. He doesn't say that. He doesn't throw blame at Eddie for not being able to get his kids any presents. He just gives us something nice to say, like, well, I bet you Christmas is going to come for you right now, and it's very heartwarming, and it shows, even though we've seen Griswold be a bit of a pervert, he's still a good-hearted guy who still cares about people.
Well, on top of it, and so you figure that Clark is just put $8,000 down on a pool, so he's got he'll probably have some money on the side where he's gonna take care of these kids.
Yeah, it kind of like goes in little steps with his character as well. Like he get a little bit slapstick, he's a little bit insane, he's a little bit of an idiot, he's a little pervy, he's a little irrational, but now he's also a very good guy. It's like, and it never feels inconsistent. It never does.
The small things too. He's like about being here. She's like, yeah, like I love it here. Whenever we get to go to the bathroom, you have to put your coat on, and it's like because this poor girl's been living in an RV probably her whole life. It's like what's it like to be in an actual house, dude? Come on.
Yeah, because I always kind of wouldn't mind going on the road for a while, but in a RV or a mini or a mobile home, which sometimes we call them different names, but
yeah, but it's one thing. There's one thing going on vacation versus like this whole kid's probably been like raised in the RV her whole life. Jesus.
Yeah, she's not got a permanent place to have friends with and or hang around with people or socialize and it's once again it does add a little bit of a tragedy to it.
Well, plus he's still harping upon his bonus check. He's still waiting for that bonus check because that's going to be the pool and everything. And just, hey, Uncle Clark, you Santa Claus? Like, nah, I can't afford to be an elf.
Yeah, once again, a very funny moment that's not totally spiteful or mean-spirited. It's just a little lightheartedness. Yeah, that just makes you feel a bit sorry for him as well. And family's clashing a little bit now, and this
typical holidays and Christmas, and everyone's yelling and arguing, and Clark's all happy holding his wife, and and an asshole in his bathrobe emptying the chemical toilet in my sewer.
Yeah, God. Oh, Randy.
Who said in chat? Nick. Somebody said in chat. He's just out there. Hey, he's drinking a beer.
once again, it sets up another little moment that
Yes,
comes along later as well. I mean, this is good writing from the old days. I mean, nothing is fucking wasted. There's never a moment that comes up saying, "Wait, wait,
definitely.
was there a setup for this? This feels a bit tacked on." It
The
never
fun
feels
part is as anal as Clark can be, though. Clark is right though. There's a reason that these laws exist for. This shit's illegal for a reason.
like yeah. But this is where it tells Ellen that he's going to try and help Eddie out with getting his kids the presents because he doesn't want to see these two fucking kids just go without. It's like
Yeah.
it's not right.
Hmm. Dun, 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 dun. I did
Yeah,
like the setup right here too. Well, he's like, "Hey, afternoon or morning, shitter's full," but you see, he pulls up the fucking sled. I love
yeah.
that because that was the sled
Yeah,
from
you
Clark
fuck.
earlier.
I love how he doesn't give a fuck. He's in his like dressing gown that's nearly showing off his
Oh yeah,
fucking dick and everything, and he's
yeah,
chugging, smoking, drinking beer, and it's like
yeah.
fucking morning as
Got a
well.
big
He doesn't
cigar.
care.
This next scene coming up, I'm watching now is fucking hilarious because again, I didn't catch it as a kid. I thought it was two guys shopping, and realizing the fact that
Yeah,
Eddie
it's
is
like every time Clark puts something small down, he gets something bigger and piles it
exactly
on top. It's
because Eddie's not paying for this shit.
yeah, and he could have been a very unlikable, annoying character, but no, he still has a bit of you can still see he has a bit of a heart to him as well. He's just a guy who really needs to get motivate himself a little
Like
bit more.
seriously,
That's it. But
do you have to have that much dog food? Holy
I know.
Christ, dude! It's in the big bags,
Yeah, that dog's gonna be fucking.
dude.
He's gonna be leaving a big pile of Mount Everest of shit. He really is.
Like you said, Rachel, the look on Todd's face when he sees Eddie and the smell hits him.
Yeah. But yeah, and he's telling Eddie that he's going to help him out with the Christmas presents. And
Oh, dude.
look at that face, fucking hell.
And again, as a kid to notice now the setup, man. Oh, Clark, this is a surprise. What a really big surprise, Clark. And he pulls
Yeah,
out the fucking list. Like, dude, it was such a setup. Like, you piece of shit. Oh
yeah. I love
Christ.
the little music as well. The little
Yeah.
twinkling music when they open the little thing. Yeah, it really gives that. Really, it
I
really
mean,
does have atmosphere as
yeah.
well.
I mean, it's definitely a joke of family, but it is a fucked apart to Eddie. You kind of came here knowing you're a bum and your kids had nothing, and you knew Clark and his wife would help out your kids, and like you already had the list planned ahead of time. It is a slime bag move though.
Yeah. So this is where we meet Lewis and Bethany, played by
Uncle
William
Lewis.
Hickey and Mae Questel, who
Oh, she
are
is
well
so
known for
fucking funny.
playing Os Finkelstein in Nightmare
Yeah.
Before Christmas, at least amongst our generation, and who's also well known for playing. I'll get to a soon, but yeah, he's got the fucking wig and
Yeah.
everything, bald and
Ellen, are you still dating Clark, Ellen? Because she always has Alzheimer's or something, but
yeah, bless her.
it's um,
Yeah, but she's fucking adorable as well. Even
oh
when you
yeah.
get so forgetful, you just want to hug her. She's
Well,
lovely.
it's more the whole like family dynamic where everyone's got that one grandma or aunt or
Mm.
somebody that's kind of all there and stuff, and yeah,
Yeah, she's adorable, but you do get a nice bit of mean spirited laugh. Like she wraps
yeah.
the fucking cat up in the present because she
Yeah,
doesn't.
Chevy Chase is like fucking the way he did his comedy is like. You think there's a cat in there? Keep playing the fucking cat sound.
Yeah, and she's a legend. She's an absolute legend. She's well known
Yeah,
for playing Betty Boop back in the probably the golden age of animation. She's yeah. So they've got a lot of these old legends here. They have.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and he's obviously the old grouch, isn't he? He's like he's a bit of a cynical old cigar smoking old grouch, but
Oh yeah,
they never make him nasty. They never make him nasty. They just make him a bit of a grouch.
yeah. She wrapped those fucking next scene the jello with the fucking cat food.
Yeah.
And he just licks her finger like, oh man, it's jello. Christ.
Yeah, and he finds out the cat's in this box and is like, "Oh well, Grandma doesn't usually have a lot of money, so she tends to wrap what she found lying around the house," which does add a lot of reality as well. There is a reality to these characters, and that's what I like. It there is something a little bit more realistic. Like they act perfect. There is a little bit of a I can't really describe the name, but
Also
I'll
the
move on anyway. But
also the head cannon, dude. Imagine old woman grabbing a cat, having a cat down the box, shoving it in there, and wrapping the fucking thing.
yeah, no. And I'm surprised the cat's not fucking dead. I mean, is there air holes? They still got air holes.
It's like,
Fuck,
yeah,
poor bastard.
let's be honest, guys. That cat wouldn't survive that box.
Yeah, once again, you got the mean-spirited humor. You got animal cruelty as well, which harks back to the first one where they accidentally killed the fucking cousin Eddie's mother's dog.
Yeah.
Which is like, damn, man.
And get the whole Grace. We gotta say Grace. What do you mean Grace? Grace. She died years ago.
Yeah.
It's like the blessing.
Yeah, I love Hickey's voice though. It's that big rap little voice, like he smoked way too much cigar.
Yeah, back at that. Oh man, she's coming up. She says the fucking Pledge of Allegiance.
Like even when he fucking says some like biting one-liners at her, it never comes across totally fucking mean. I don't know. I never sensed
no. Yeah.
like he hated her as well. He was just sort of like calling out the fact that she's a bit of a senile old git.
Yeah.
But yeah,
fucking Eddie stands up and goes like this. Puts his hand on his chest.
Nice little subtle moments as well that don't draw too much attention.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
dude, this upcoming scene, if I had to pick like two best scenes in this film, this is either the best or the second best scene of the fucking movie. I don't know how they did this, what practical effects they used, but this is so iconic for all the wrong reasons. Jesus Christ.
I know that it's like Jesus Christ. I don't know how fucking dry you can make a turkey. Is it possible a turkey?
It's like a horror movie.
It's like, all I see is like little tendrils and that. There's nothing there. There's just nothing but skin.
And you can hear you go.
That's all it's...
Oh, it's just a little dry. And Clark's like, here's the heart.
Yeah, and Catherine's like, I knew I shouldn't have put it in so early. And oh, bless her. You just feel bad for her.
How long were you cooking that turkey for? Oh, Christ, man. Damn, dude. Yeah,
but they still make Dolly eat it. It's just the look on their faces while they're trying to eat it.
It's in the sound effects too. It sounds uncomfortable. Just, and everything's clacking and stuff, and it sounds dry when they're eating it. They're trying to wash it down with water constantly.
I know they're just drinking as much as they can just to swallow it. And yeah, there's a bit where we miss where Ella just flicks it off her fork and just eats it.
You get the fucking Eddie's just like with the mashed. He's got the fucking the cabbage there squash like this like dude slob.
I was about to say, are you on about the cat? But no, definitely. I definitely know you're talking about the turkey now.
That's what we're saying, Rachel. I mean that turkey, man. God damn, how long were you cooking that shit for? There it is.
Let's get a little moment where fucking Eddie just takes a little takes a bite out of it all and just slops it on. It's like,
yep.
Yeah, and his kids are giving fucking Russ an hard time as well. It's like, yeah, because you always need kids pissing about at the table.
Chevy Chase face right there. Well, what is he chewing on?
And now we got another moment where the cat is fucking chewing on the Christmas lights, which you know this is going to end badly. You know it.
Yeah. We even everybody knows I have two cats, but everyone knows got cats. Cats are notorious like for being idiots and fucking they will chew on your wires.
Oh yeah. Like I said, my siblings have cats, and we're always getting behind the fucking TV, everything, trying to get behind the settee. Fucking God knows what.
Like you said, too, Clark being a family man, he wants kids excited and stuff, and kids are happy.
Yeah, and he says, Santa Claus is going to be coming down very soon, and the kids are excited, and he's like, "You serious?"
It's like he looks at him like, "Yes, Eddie." Fucking idiot. Like,
yeah, the dog's being fucking garbage because that's what they do. I mean, man still does it. I have to practically put the every single little bin we have in the house. We put in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And close the door.
Well, love too. It's like he's like that, and the whole fucking table shaking. What's something wrong with the dog? Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Then it's like it's like the sound effects, man, are priceless.
Yeah, what do you mean cooking? I just glued together last Christmas turkey. It's like
he probably knows they're the trash. Like, oh Christ, that dog tore apart that trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you go get my stogie?
Yeah. Yeah, I love that guy's voice, man. He really does sound like he's smoked way too many fucking cigars in his day.
Well, still like in just small dialogue where she's like, "Don't worry, Clark. It's like this could be his last Christmas," and keeps it fucking up. It will be his last Christmas. that goddamn cat.
Yeah, so he's trying to plug it back in, and it just ends up fucking killing the fucking cat. It's like, damn.
Just the fucking...
It's so cartoonish, but I love it. He, like, burns right through the fucking... He turns into ashes like a big ass shit.
On top of fucking, you hear the spark go off and...
Oh.
Christ.
Oh, I'm trying to remember the line he said. I wish I had the fucking subtitles up, but I did. But the
I'll put it right now,
subtitles
hold on.
going like seemed to the subtitles showed up way
Too many
beyond
plugs.
the point where they're supposed to be.
Let's see, what is it? He goes, let's go and finish our dessert.
Yeah.
1 second. He's like, if that thing had 9 lives, she'd spent them all.
Yeah, that's it.
He's like, whoa, Eddie. He's got the fucking chair. If you don't mind, Clark, I'd like to see if I can fume get this here chair.
Yeah.
Dude, let it go.
Yeah, and once again, there's more setup as well for what's coming later on. So there's obviously the sewage line. There's a lot of fucking. There's actually something very flammable in there as well. It's
still like, dude, right there. He's like, hey, do you smell something? He's like, yeah, deep fried pussy cat. Piece of shit.
Yeah, and he fucking lights the tree on fire as well, doesn't he? He's like,
oh, it's coming up, man. Because like I said, the payoff was the fucking dog drinking all the goddamn tree water. That's why the tree's so dry and flammable for. Like, you know, I remember, and being a kid, you know, when I was 10, I didn't understand the payoff until later on. You know,
and we just need more moments as well because we need Clark to have his breakdown, and we need all these little things going wrong. The turkey going wrong. And,
I don't know if you have the screenshot, but just hold like in the background, you see a big fireball.
I know. It's like, I'm surprised it down the fucking house down. Jesus Christ! It just lights up the tree and that's it. And he's like putting it out on his back, and he doesn't seem to notice his back is on fucking
my tree. Wait, what's the matter with you?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Yeah, it's a lot of it. It's like it's an ugly tree anyway.
Oh yeah, gosh, it was funny.
Yeah, and William Hickey's going, at least it's out of its misery. Yeah, and this is where it looks like he's getting his Christmas bonus because apparently it dropped down the side of his car and he's only just found it. It's
it's funny too. He always gets his name wrong the entire film. Even he's like, I'm looking for a Clark W. Grisman. And
yeah,
the whole film, everybody is getting Clark's name wrong. That's a small joke that.
Yeah, he's got his first name wrong. He's got his last name wrong as well. It's like, no, he got his first name right finally, but now it's his last name he's got wrong.
Yeah, again, Merry Christmas, and like Clark said, he's got it, dude. He's happy. The payoff, man.
Yeah, and there it is, and it looked like they're finally getting that pool, and no, it's just a membership to a fucking gym, and Randy's like, the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, the friggin' it was the Jelly of the Month Club, and just like what a massive middle finger, because again, I mean, people, Christmas bonuses were a huge thing for people. Some people would get $10,000 or $5,000 or whatever the case may be. You're waiting for that money, man. Like,
when I was working at Peacocks, only bonus I got was 15 quid. That's it.
Yeah.
15 quid. Like, I think that's retail. I don't know. I don't know what retail bonuses were like back in the olden days. This is a bit more of a corporate job. So, and this is a total middle finger. He should have fucking, you don't fucking take away people's bonuses like that. Exactly. Especially around the time when Christmas is such a financial fucking ball breaker.
Yeah. Even like just a small thing, like he said too, is if there's enough left over, I'm gonna fly the entire family back here to celebrate the pool. So that's a big event, man. So
because once again, he wants to do something big for the families. He's crazy, but he's not motivated by selfish needs.
You could say Clark is not selfish because he's doing this not for himself, the entire family.
Yeah,
he's
pretty much one of the most unselfish people. One of the most unselfish characters, to be honest. Yeah, and he's just going crazy as well. Everything's going wrong, and he's just breaking down now. He's just guzzling all this eggnog as well, getting himself drunk. Like,
I've been there.
And he's kind of got this calm insanity, hasn't he, as well, when he walks up and then just fucking lets it all out. It's like, all these... It's PG-13 swearing, but still swearing nonetheless. Like,
I'll try to find the lines for you.
Saying it, but...
I said, the fact that Chevy Chase probably did this in one take, man, this is a one hell of a scene.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if that "Where's the Tylenol" was an actual fucking line he added in because he really wanted Tylenol after saying all that.
Right here.
That's going to take it out of you, but fucking hell, he just unloads.
Who says a cheap line, no good, rotten, flower flushing, low life, snake licking, dirt eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood sucking, dog kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat ass, bug eyed, stiff leg, spotty lipped, worm headed, sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah. Holy shit. Where's the Tylenol?
And it's funny as well, and it's funny, but it's very heartbreaking. It is. You do feel sorry for him, and yeah, he really wants. He does make a remark about what he would do. What
he
is
loves.
what the Christmas present he wants is to have his boss brought down here, and obviously Eddie just takes it way too literal. He's a simple guy, but you can tell he has a love. He has a love for Clark as well. He does. You do any, even though he's like I said, even though he's work shy, he can't fucking. Like if you invited him to a fucking bar, you'd be buying him drinks all fucking day. But he does show that he will still come through for Clark in the end as well.
Yeah, man.
When he
You
needs
don't mess with her family.
Yeah.
When Clark comes out, he's got that look in his eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking chainsaw hooks rust.
Yeah, and it's like, the chainsaw on the tree just says. Yeah, she's trying to sort of calm him down, and it's like, listen, just let them go home. It can't get any worse.
He's like, no, yeah.
Let the family go before it gets worse. And it's like, worse? How can it get any worse?
He's like, there was a problem. I fixed it. He's like, we need a coffin. I mean a tree. I fixed it. Like, up, he's lost it, man.
Yeah. And after that scene where Russ was watching It's a Wonderful Life, where you get the barrister that was coming off in the movie, this is like a nice little nod to it as well, where he just fucking chainsaws the bastard off. It's like a really nice touch.
It's loose. Like, you know what, man? Jesus Christ.
It's funny. It shows just how fucking over the edge Clark really has gone to, and yeah. But he still packs the presents under the tree nice and tardily as well. Like, he still doesn't want to totally ruin everything, but
here comes Stu. You don't even hear it.
Yeah.
That was a noise.
But you do get this nice little moment as well with his dad as well, and
like, what's that sound? What?
Yeah.
It's a squeaking sound.
Yeah, I'm jumping ahead there. Sorry. This is where they found a squirrel in there, don't they? It's like
because
it's probably been there for quite a while.
I mean, he cut the tree down from outside, so yeah.
He's like, what's the line he says to his wife? You couldn't hear.
He's like, you couldn't hear a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant.
Yeah. That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot as well. Nitroglycerin. Fucking hell.
It's like you said too. He's looking through there and had nowhere.
Yeah. Oh man, a fucking lot escapes, mate.
Yeah, I don't hear it anymore. Looks over and
yeah. Once again, what can't get worse does get worse.
But what's funny too is like, guys, it's a squirrel. It's not going to hurt anybody.
Yeah. So the neighbors are obviously saying this, and I want you to go down there and fucking give him a piece of my man, because if you don't, I will. And it sets up this, and once again, it sets up for another bad thing to happen to Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
That's like right there, but like the squirrel runs by his mother. Mom, don't move. It's like, it's a squirrel, guys. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I need to catch it so I can bash it, and she like faints.
I looked before, but he's like, he's worse Eddie. He's like, he's worse Eddie. He eats these goddamn things. Oh no! She's like, oh no, not recently, Clark. He read that squirrels were high in cholesterol.
Yeah.
So he was eating squirrels at this point.
Yeah. It probably is good eating. Who knows? But I don't know. I've never eaten squirrels.
Oh, definitely. He said too. He's like, well, Clark, where are you going? I'm going to get a hammer. Why are you getting a hammer for? Because I'm going to put over.
Yeah, I need to check that out. Fuck, I need to watch Dexter properly as well.
Really? Yeah, no, Nick was actually talking to my sister because I did watch Dexter New Blood. Ending was kind of like so, but no, I mean, Michael C. Hall's voicing Dexter. They got a Christian Slater's back as Harry, and the trailer looked. I do want to see this doing Dexter show. It looks interesting.
Yeah, so much to watch now. I'm still trying to find trying to find a bit of time to watch the new Lord of the Rings movie, and I'm hearing really fucking bad things.
Well, I was going to go see that tonight. Like, I sent you a super chat last night because since you're an open bar, I'm like, drinker. I saw Craven. I'm going to see Lord of the Rings. Why? Because I have a YouTube channel. That's
Yeah.
why. Because it looks awful.
I won't go too much into it until I actually see it, though. But yeah, it's not sounding like it's going to be good. So yeah, the dog's chasing the squirrel around, and more stuff has to go fucking wrong. He's breaking everything, and yeah, she's trying to tell Todd to fucking
go over and be a man.
Shit with Clark after all the stuff they've been getting, but he won't. He won't do it, so she decides to go herself. And bad move as well, because now the fucking squirrel jumps on her, and to make things worse, the dog jumps on her as well. And she comes back home and she's like looking all fucking shit, and he's like, "Hey, what happened?" She's like, "Bang!" Just punches it.
Yeah, because she's like, if you're not man enough to punch me in the face, I'll do it for you. And she punched Todd instead.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see his point not to go up to him and punch him in the face. It's like, you don't go fucking punching people in the face. It's you get done for assault, everything.
I mean, back in the 80s, you probably still get away with it. Now you couldn't in 2024, but yeah, you know, you can do this shit. Yeah, the family's all, man, enough of the bullshit. The in-laws they're sick of it, and
all right. I'm just gonna get my wife's coming. I won't be a minute. Just give me a second. I'll.
Yeah, well, it's good. Clark right here is like losing his shit, and he goes, "This is a full-blown 4-alarm holiday emergency." He's like, "We're gonna press on, and we're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny fucking Kaye." It's the only F word they get in the entire film. He says, and when Santa squeezes his fat ass down that chimney tonight, he's gonna find the jolliest bunch of assholes this side of the nut house. So he's lost it.
Yeah, I'm back now. Yeah, it's Lord Toxic's in the chat in the green. Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's up? You guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we're nearly at the end.
I know.
We're still fucking
the 123 marker, and I got that.
Yeah, so yeah, now they've finally got rid of the dog and the squirrel, and this is where Eddie does come up pretty soon. No, this is just before it anyway.
Yeah. Well, because Helen's like, okay, Clark, well, stop before things get worse. Worse? How can take a look, Ellen? Yeah. We're at the threshold of hell
as well. They're dying to get the fuck out because everything's just going wrong, and Clark's like, oh no, you're fucking staying here. We're gonna have a fucking good Christmas, like you said. Happy Christmas since Bing Crosby tap dance with Danny fucking Kaye. That's only now you got your obligatory PG-13 F word.
The one F word. So even back in the 80s, you get that one F word.
That's such a weird rule. I don't understand that. I think that's kind of going the way I all the streaming shows I watch lately. Yeah. They're just dropping F bombs right and left.
You've been noticing that? Yeah, even like on FX shows or just TBS shows, I'm seeing F bombs getting dropped on regular cable television.
They're all over the place now. I think that's a weird. There's a bunch of rules that they used to have that they don't. I mean, in some ways things are more progressive, in some ways they're worse. Man,
we won't get into it because this Luke's stream, but there's certain words you could say in the 80s that you can't say now, but then it shifts because there's 5 words you could say but you couldn't say. So
I had such a huge crush on Juliette Lewis in this movie. I was only 12 when I saw this for the first time, and I had such a huge crush on her.
Yeah, she looked good.
Yeah, she was fucking bang tardy back in the day, and it's a shame the fucking drugs and the smoking kind of fucked her up a lot.
Yeah, she's another one of those Hollywood it girls that smoked through most of her life, and then now she looks like a mummy.
Yeah, I mean, she still seems to have the same figure, but it's just the face now. It's like the face just looks a bit too weathered now.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right, Rachel. Like, haven't like said this film an hour and a half movie, one F bomb. It's one thing saying fuck one time versus, it shouldn't be like 15 times per minute per movie or TV show.
I think Chevy Chase is one of the few actors that could have pulled off this crazy rant that he does here at the end, where he completely loses his shit, and it speaks to the fact that so many people quote that scene because it's just the fact that everybody has been just bombarded during the holidays, and it gets to be too tough. But I mean, to be fair, I'm glad the movie does take a poke at him for this, although this one's maybe the most understandable of the series with Clark in it, is the fact that he does this stuff to himself. He keeps adding on, piling on more and more stuff. Who tries to get a pool made at Christmas time without having the money first? Like that's crazy. He's always wanting to create the perfect family and all of the stuff he does is it's not like he's put upon. He does these things to himself.
Well, especially, you guys know back then with inflation, this film was 1987. He said, I put $8,000 down. 89. People, do you understand what $8,000 is back in 89? I mean, even nowadays, but still back then, $8,000 fucking dollars is down payment. That's not a small chunk of change, man.
Well, you see throughout this movie, he's damaging the house. He's paying for Randy Travis's, Randy Quaid's kids for their Christmas. He's smashing stuff, going through the roof. You saw how much the electric bill went up.
Dude, what is his electric bill going to be like next month?
So it's just like you could see that Clark probably just his whole thing is overdoing it. He's just got this inflated sense of I've got to get this stuff done, and so I always kind of overdo it with everything.
But we do kind of understand a little bit as well, especially when he's watching that those old movies clips in the cellar, is because he does want his family to have these like memories that he's had as well, that he cherishes. He wants to be that. He wants to do what his father did for him in his childhood. And he's not a selfish guy. He's just a little bit. He's so insane that trying to help his family out is he wants his family to have a great Christmas, but he overdoes it. And he's not doing it out of selfish motives.
What's the scene here between him and his dad? He's trying to tell him, he's like, Clark, I get I understand why you're doing what you're doing for. You're trying to recreate the same memories with your kids as we have. So,
and once again, because we've seen him go insane, and this is the moment that kind of calms him down a little bit as well. And he does it. He kind of it does make him open his eyes as well. Okay, yeah, shit's gone fucking bad, but just. We can still have a fucking great Christmas despite all the havoc.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's also because he brought everybody into the house. Like, they were all living their lives and doing their things. And Clark brought them, it was like, no, come stay with us. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Eddie and the clan showed up unannounced. So there's that. But I mean, everything else, like he wanted to, and it's almost like he wanted to kind of show off how much of a great patriarch he could be during the holidays and come to my house and I'm going to give you guys all this great Christmas. And it's almost like, because I mean, I guess I'm just not as forgiving of Clark as a lot of people tend to be. I mean, it's certainly funny and he has great comedic timing and he's got great presence, but I feel, and I don't no pun intended on that one. He's got a great screen presence and I don't want to say anything untowards for somebody like that, but at the same time, it's just like, the whole thing, like you pointed out, Luke, every movie he's trying to flirt with some random slut. And it's just like, come on, man, dude, you got this bomb ass chick at home and you can't keep it in your pants long enough. He's always wanting to just do a little bit too much. He's the king of doing too much.
I think it only works here because if this wasn't a comedy, it wouldn't work. That's why it works for this film for.
Yeah. And like you said, and even though he is kind of being a bit of a sleazebag with these very hot young women, he never comes across unlikable. It's like, I mean, that's a very hard character to write, to have him do all this stuff and still be this kind of a square guy who does care about his family despite his flaws. He's just because he is kind of insane. I mean, you get because he still pulls that insane face a little bit when his mouth open wide is, and I mean,
look at even the little stuff. Look, he overdoes it with the Christmas lights. He overdoes it with the Christmas tree. He overdoes it with the snowboard thing. It's like he can't just have a snowboard. He has to get the Teflon resistant supersonic spray on there so that he can be the fastest person out there. Like, he's just always showing out and showing off. He's just always doing too much. And yeah, of course, that's what leads to a lot of the humor in this stuff, but it makes it really difficult for me to be sympathetic to him. And again, keep in mind, I love this movie. This is like I said earlier in the chat, it's my favorite out of the entire series, including the reboots and stuff like that.
Yeah, he never follows through on the flirtations. Yeah, it can be. I am a bit forgiving for Clark though, because I don't know. Maybe it's the way he's written. Maybe it's the way Chevy Chase plays him, because they don't overdo it on the bad stuff. They do still give him, you do see that he's this guy who's just who does love his family, and he'll do anything for him as well. And this is a nice little moment as well. He's had this fucking breakdown, but he's had his dad just calm him down and talk to him, and he kind of snaps right back out of it, and he gets back and does this nice little moment with his family. and it's right. And just as they're having this nice little moment where it's looking like they could have a nice little Christmas, despite all the havoc that's gone on, fucking Eddie shows up with the boss.
I was gonna say, yeah, again, Luke, this is like difference in generations where there was a generation where you wouldn't sit around and watch TV. You'd sit around, have dad talking, singing Silent Night to the kids, or not singing, but reading a bedtime story, and everyone just sitting around, getting some marshmallows and stuff or hot chocolate, and it's having family time. Versus now, it's like everyone just eats and goes watches TV and goes to different rooms around their devices. This was Clark being the dad, like he says to his father, he's like, "Do you want to read Silent Night?" He goes, "No, it's your house." He's like, I'm retired. This is your job now. This is in the house." And there's a certain family element to Christmas that we don't see with modern technology.
Yeah, because I think Clark does look up to his dad a little bit as well, and he's trying to be like him as well. But he's just so fucking insane, trying so hard that, like you said, he does do it to himself. But I kind of admire the fact that he is always trying to give it 100%, and and it's not just for himself as well. I don't think he's a very selfish character. I really don't. Maybe he's got a bit of an ego on him, but I don't think he's totally malicious. But what are your thoughts on Eddie, though? I mean, because this is another character that could be very,
Eddie is a real one. Eddie, I have relatives like Eddie. Eddie is a real. That is a real. I mean, yeah, he's uncultured and he's crude and he's a bunch of. But you know what? He sees Clark's in trouble, and even though it's a ridiculous thing to do, he goes and kidnaps the boss. That's a real.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Once again, it's all down to the fucking writing as well. It's all down to the writing. I mean, these are very flawed people, but they make them human. They do, and they do give them just enough good to make you still sympathise with them, despite the fact that if you probably saw them across the street, you probably would want to avoid them. But that's what I like about this movie as well. It's an incredibly dysfunctional Christmas family movie that has no shame in just going for the mean-spirited humor, but at the same time, you still have to have that warmth as well to it, though, and it does have that. And it never feels inconsistently. But yeah, this is still a good moment as well because he's kind of been set up as the hard-nosed boss as well. But this is a nice little moment that humanizes him as well because once he sees what that him taking away the bonuses has done to this family, it's and all. He does kind of have this change of heart, and he realizes, yeah, okay, I've been too much of a heartless corporate shark. I've done great harm to people who need the money more. So, yeah, I'll bring back the bosses. Come on,
and of course, this is like everyone knows this is pretty Hollywood because in real life, bosses would everyone would be in jail right now, and CEOs are pieces of shit. But this is, you want to believe that, hey man, just stop fucking over your employees for like 10 cent or 10% profit, man. Like you just destroyed people's lives, not just Clark, but everybody, just for a couple extra dollars, man. Like it's sad.
Well, it's kind of crazy to think that there would ever be a situation in which a CEO would face some sort of vigilante justice. I mean, that's just not realistic. I mean, that's probably the most unrealistic thing about this film is that any CEO who was just worried about the bottom line and was screwing people over would have some random person do something crazy.
Yeah, definitely not.
Thank God that's not the world we live in.
I know. I feel like the fact that Clark is willing to take the rap for it though, because he does feel like he has accidentally encouraged Eddie to do it because he didn't mean it literally. Eddie took it literally because he's a bit of a dumbass but he does come through in the end. I mean, because Clark has pretty much gone out of his way to help his kids have a Christmas, so this is kind of like his way to repay him a little bit. But
look how pretty Juliette Lewis was back in the day, man.
Yeah, she was cool. She's a bit young back then, but I think I was a fucking kid back then, and
she was older. She was way older than me.
Yeah.
I think she was like 17, 18. I was only 12.
I was fucking 1 when this came out, so she was definitely older than me as well.
Like the whole, Clark, where we got last year, just add 20%. Like that's, and again, back then, that's 20% to what he got last year. That's a big fucking chunk of change, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll almost cover that light bill.
Well, yeah.
Then of course the cops come in.
It's just, it is a very unrealistic film, but I think that's why we like it. It's a good bit it's a comedy. It's slapstick. It's a bit more broad. It's a bit more broad, but at the same time, it's subtle. And obviously, Julia Louis-Davis is now pissed off at her husband over what's happened, and she thinks it's him knocking at the door. Then the cops just fucking burst in as well, and
you have to break down the goddamn door.
Yeah.
Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane.
Yeah, and it's a sweet fucking moment. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
because I was mentioning this earlier with Blue Collar, it's got the edge of an R-rated movie, but you can still watch it with a family. Yeah, and once again, it's not Christmas unless the cops are bursting through your fucking door over a kidnapping case. And we haven't seen it yet, but obviously Ellen is guarding Clark's fucking groin. She doesn't care if anything else gets shot on him. Just the groin.
That was improvised. If you read the thing I just put in there, she did that just as an improvisation. Later said they did it in one take, and on an off chance it would make it in the film's final cut, which is exactly what happened.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of things that came on that she did unintentionally as well. That wasn't in the script. I mean, when
she has great comedic timing,
hemorrhoids, she's trying not to fucking laugh. She really is. You can sort of see her trying to cover up a smile, and yeah. So now this is where the boss actually does try to explain what's happened, and even the cops fucking hate him as well. It's
I mean, yeah, piece of shit. You think he's a
mister?
mister?
All right, man. Yeah, Toxic is getting in charge. Yeah. And yeah, and he explains to his wife what's happened, and there's not going to be any. And it looks like Clark could go to jail, but I do like the fact that his father-in-law does stand up to him as well.
I don't know why. I just noticed now. Maybe you and Wes noticed. After she shakes the cop's hand, she puts her hand right back in Clark's crotch.
Yeah.
She shakes his hand, puts it right back there. Like, hold a second.
I don't think Beverly D'Angelo gets enough credit for how funny she is. Well, she's not trying to be funny either, which makes it better.
We said the cop, the captain is, man, he's like, mister, that's pretty low. He's like, if I had a rubber hose, I would beat you to.
I know, and it's like he said, I changed my mind. Wait, you don't need to hate me, and like I said, it's unrealistic, but sometimes you just need a little bit of something a bit more. You need a bit of sentimentality. It's a Christmas film. It's a family film. You know, you need that lightheartedness.
Well, not all cops are pieces of shit. Come on, man. A lot of cops they see scumbag bosses too. And the bottom line is, what his boss did was a fucking pretty low move. Because again, it wasn't just Clark he fucked over. Basically, his entire company. Which, as Toxic said earlier, CEOs screwing over employees. That never happens, right?
Yeah. And and once again, a little bit of Christmas cheese. They see a shooting star, and I know it's a little bit. What's the fucking term? Maybe a little bit forced, but I don't care. It's just nice.
Yeah. As he said,
the
that's what matters, kids. Not bonuses or gifts or presents. The Christmas star. He's like, it means something different to everybody. You got Uncle Lewis.
And then comes the other payoff from the sewage line, and
that ain't the freaking Christmas star.
Sewage, boom, just blows up and sends the fucking Santa and the reindeer flying into the air. And once again, it does. And yeah, she starts fucking. What was it? Old Van Sang, and that she's singing.
The fact that Uncle Lewis isn't dead is hilarious, but still.
I know she's just sat. She has no clue what's happening, but seeing her sing is very, very, very fucking sweet.
Because it knocks the Santa and the fucking ranger up into the air.
Yeah, I know. And it's like it makes it look like it is flying in the air, and it just makes it funny. It's getting into it as well. Once again, a little bit of sentimentality, but it's perfect for this movie. It is perfect for this movie.
Fucking, of course, you see Eddie's like this.
I love that it took a shitload of fucking disasters for them to create a very memorable Christmas for everyone.
Oh yeah, it's like, obviously green screen. We see all the freaking Santa and elves going through the fucking moon.
I know. It's just a nice little shot. He's just stood there while that dog just stares at him, and and it ends. And what an absolute fucking heartwarming, cruel-spirited, but very very lovely film.
I didn't see Adam Poppin, Adam Gray. Yep, Shitter's fault. It's
Adam Gray, yeah. Sorry, man. Thanks for joining
us.
Hey,
what's up, buddy? Yeah, no, it's just like you said, dude. It's like it's weird. It's a family film with a little bit of edge to it. It teeters the line between that and R rating, but man, I swear I can watch this once a year and I still laugh. And you Luke and the chat and everybody, you would know that how many people would say that. How many things for modern audiences would not be made in 2024 with this film? Christ.
I know, and I think Clark would definitely be a toxic male now because he's like he's getting all pervy when a fucking hot chick is around him. Even though
that would never happen.
Yeah, no, yeah, he is. Yeah, he is a little bit of a fucking idiot as well, just kind of really going over the top. But yeah, he's like I said, it's the way it's written, it's the way Chevy Chase plays him. Another actor would have done a bad job of making him, hella protecting the important parts. Very funny.
How you doing? Like you said, dude, it's a great because remember comedies. People tend to forget that comedies. This is why other films like say Bridesmaids, for example, or like Ghostbusters, the jokes land. They do a joke and it goes on for 5-6 minutes. This has some drama, some comedy, some drama, some comedy, and it's a good mixture. Versus now, man, even watching Bridesmaids, some of these fucking jokes are like 5-minute scenes. It's like the jokes here last like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and on to the next scene. It's got perfect pacing.
I've seen a lot of fucking modern comedies that just drag a joke out, and it's like, for fuck's sake, keep the film moving. But thanks, Artie. Yeah, I had fun on that. Got a little drunk as well. Fucking hell, whiskey is. I'm still paying for it last night as well.
I got mine's almost done, but I'll catch replay. Like I said, even Drinker would say that. That's what killed Taika Waititi and with doing Thor. Love and Thunder, and just in general, it's like, dude, it's like you don't need jokes every 10 seconds, because at that point, it's like you're just throwing shit at the wall and everything's gonna stick. And this is where the jokes have, and we said, set up and pay off the entire fucking film, from the cat chewing on wires to the dog drinking the water from the tree, everything, the sewage line with Eddie, everything pays off in this film.
Yeah. Oh yeah, now Lord Toxic has written a novel. It's a fun read. Worth your time. Man arrived in the mail a few days ago. I'm halfway through it. Yeah, what's the title? I'll wait till Toxic comes back anyway, and I'll let him do all the promotions for it. Yeah, okay. Lance from the Outcast. Yeah, he's got a book out, and I'm waiting for Sebastian to finish their books.
Oh yeah,
The Start and How to Succeed at YouTube while working 28 hours a day.
And also,
can I add
not doing it sober neither.
Yeah, I had last night. I had that this 14-year-old's single malt Scotch whiskey called Jura, the Isle of Jura, and it's not bad actually. It was £30 at Asda, and it was the same price as a 12-year-old Glenfiddich. So I thought, you know what, I'm getting a 14-year-old one for the same price.
Nice. Well, that's what I said. In New York, buddy, man, this stuff here, this is like this was $14 versus like Jack Daniels. This bottle for Jack Daniels is like $40 right now. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm like, you know what? For 14, this is great for 14. I'm not paying $40 for Jack Daniels. Of course.
Yeah, I think that kind of whiskey you can still have a nice little shots with it, but never have shots with single malt though. Fucking hell, you just you savor that though. Yeah, other distilled whiskey, blended whiskey, bourbon, whatever. Yeah, do whatever the fuck you like. But
buddy.
But it ends on the perfect note as well. It gives you enough sort of like little dark laughs while still giving you some nice moments that kind of leave you feeling good as well. It does make it does add to that goodwill, that good spirit that you get during Christmas.
Yeah. No, I say it's why I said earlier, it's my favorite of the National Lampoons. I think it has the best pacing and setup and payoff. And like Toxic said earlier, if you look at Clark from a different lens, he's a piece of shit, but it works so could Al Bundy be the same way, but it's a sitcom, so it works well. So
yeah, and I do like the sentiment that no matter how bad Christmas can get, you can still have a fucking great Christmas. I mean, because this is a Christmas they will never forget. They're never going to forget the fucking squirrel jumping out of the tree, the fucking turkey just turned into this fucking just deflating like a puncture their football. It's
I mean, you could even like debate the theme of like people. You spend so much time trying to make the perfect Christmas, the perfect birthday, the perfect graduation. Sometimes what makes more memorable is it's not perfect. It's like my Christmas this year. I'm gonna hope to spend time with a female friend of mine, and I just want to just hang out with her and like stop spending so much time trying to make every little thing perfect in arrangements. It's like sometimes shit goes wrong, and his dad was telling him that. Clark, not every year was the whole rose-colored glasses, where not every Christmas was as perfect as you remember, but you were a kid. Some Christmases were pretty fucked up, and he's like, Dad, how'd you deal with it? I Jack Daniels.
Yeah. Once again, it's not too saccharine, but it's a very warm moment as well, and it's here we go. Yeah, he's back now.
Oh God, no.
Hey, sorry about that.
We must have just gone through the movie now, anyway. But I mean, this is my view on it. This is about how even the most is it's more about you don't need the perfect Christmas for it to be memorable because they are gonna remember this Christmas for a long time. They're gonna remember the fucking fire in the tree, you know, the turkey deflating like a punctured football, the fucking dogs chasing the squirrels, everything, the explosives. And the kidnappings as well. I mean, that's yeah. You want a memorable Christmas? That's gonna cement it in your minds for a long time. And I love that. I love that as well. And it still manages to have this very sweet, good-hearted ending.
I think ultimately the value in these movies is just the fact that it reminds people, maybe not so much nowadays because we don't really have nuclear families anymore, do we? But it reminds
you're
people
right.
your time with your family is what's important, not making it the perfect international trip,
Exactly.
not making it the perfect going to the carnival, whatever thing from the first. It's not the perfect. You don't have to come up with the perfect vacation or the perfect whatever. You just need to enjoy your time with your family, and I mean, and ultimately that's the message that they try to get across, and I think they do that, and they do it in a very humorous fashion. Again, like I said, this is definitely the best of the series, and it's the one where not only just because of the fact that you can rewatch it every Christmas and get something out of it, but it's also for the fact that it's probably got the best actors, as you guys pointed out at the beginning of the
Oh
stream.
yeah.
They have the kids get rotated out every single adventure.
Yeah,
They
they get recast
rotate.
because Jenna Maroney from 30 Rock, Jane Krakowski played Eddie's daughter in the first one. And she's really young back
Yes,
then, though. Really young.
yes, yeah. What was it she said? Did she say? Who was it?
Yeah,
Did she say my
I'm the best
uncle?
French kisser. My dad says so. Something like
Oh,
that.
my dad. Did
It's
she say
pretty
my
fucking
dad or did she
bad.
say my uncle? I don't remember. But yeah, but yeah, they rotate the kids out every single film. I think this is the best. Johnny Galecki and Juliette Lewis are
Yeah.
definitely my favorite of the kids. I think that having all of the family, and as dysfunctional as they all are pretty good. The grandpa whose back gets caught on fire, he's just this crotchety old grandpa getting his back caught on fire.
Yeah.
And of course, Eddie
Lewis.
is great. They made a really great decision bringing Eddie and the family back, and
Yeah.
having them there for a much larger portion of the story was pretty smart. Because everything that Randy Quaid does is comedy gold.
Yeah.
So
Well said.
Yeah. The Christmas stories that last are the ones that make us laugh, like my brother baking a ham with the paper wrap, or my mum's dog eating a whole mixed berry pie that hit the floor.
yikes.
Yeah. You need that. You
Chimney's
need those
full.
flaws. Anyway, the flaws are the ones that always stick out. And
Is this a new subscriber here, Luke?
yeah, looks like it. I
Yeah,
don't know
pretty
yet.
sure.
Hopefully, please subscribe.
Yeah.
And while
First
you
time
get a
seeing
chance,
them in chat. Yeah.
subscribe to my guests here. I'll leave the channels in the description later once I get a chance. I'll try and do it straight away after the stream ends. And yeah, because it's not been a long stream, so I think we probably will be finishing a little bit.
It's a short film, which is good. I mean, the film is about an hour and a half long, which is most comedies should be 90 minutes.
Correct. It's straight to the point. It's got great gags, great sight gags, and can you guys believe that the hot chick from the mall?
Yeah,
she's like almost 70 now.
Christ.
Yeah, we're getting old.
Yeah, I mean Beverly D'Angelo's in her 70s as well now. She still looks pretty good for her age. I mean,
no, she
pulled it back together. She had
yes,
limped out for a while after she stopped smoking, but she managed to get it back under control.
Yeah. Tony K was on about her as well. He's met Chevy Chase and he was a total dick. That did not surprise me. Beverly D'Angelo.
I hear that a lot. I hear that quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, Beverly D'Angelo is actually really lovely, and yeah, well, because I think he's got her in his new film, The Trainer, hasn't he?
Yeah, she's in the new. Yes, she's in the new film. That's correct.
He's worked with her before on American History X. I don't know if he's worked with her on his other movies, but yeah, if a director has the same actor in like more than once, then he's obviously fond of that actor and gets along with her. But I like how it does set up Clark's breaking point as well. Just have everything go wrong, and then he gets he doesn't get his Christmas bonus. It's this fucking stupid membership thing, and it's like
Jelly of the Month Club. That's the gift that keeps on giving, Clark.
Yeah.
That is the gift that keeps on giving.
It's like you're saying, Wes. I like Eddie because he's so like, he's so salt of the earth, but he's an idiot, but he's an idiot you can count on.
Right.
And,
he's an idiot, but he's your idiot.
Yes, exactly. I agree with that.
Nicolette Scorsese is that chick's name, by the way.
Oh, shit.
And she is older than my mother. That's crazy, bro.
My God,
I'm going to look it up, see if I can get a latest picture of her.
The IMDb picture of her is banging, but it's like obviously from the 80s. Yeah. I wonder if she's related to Scorsese.
No.
Never know.
I have not seen any recent pictures of her. I'm seeing one where she does look good, a little older, but I think this is an old picture as well. I'm seeing one on X, and I don't know. I've seen where she doesn't look too bad. I don't know. Actually, wait. She looks like she's aged fine. She's aged well.
Yeah. I'll be in chat. I'm just gonna go to nature call and use the bathroom. So.
Thanks for telling us.
Yeah, she looks better than fucking Madonna anyway. So.
Oh, those Italian broads, always smoking hot. You can always count on them for that. Weird. I can't believe she's a year older than my mom, though. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, have you seen some of the chicks that used to be on the Sopranos? I mean, Artie's fucking wife. She is still smoking, even though she's like old enough to be someone's grandma.
Yeah, one of them, Annabella Sciorra, that played one of Tony's girlfriends. She's on Tulsa King now.
Yeah, she plays his sister and
sister. Yeah, she plays his sister. She's getting a little long in the tooth. She was always pretty hot, but not in a bad way. I'm not unhappy with that. But yeah, it's and like I said, Juliette Lewis. This was like Juliette Lewis's first big thing. She was still like I think she was still like a year or two away from that Robert De Niro, Nick Nolte revenge film.
Yeah, Cape Fear.
Yeah, she was still a couple years away from that, and she was actually in a TV sitcom at the time that I really, really liked. She just played this kind of, basically plays the same character she plays in this. So then she started popping up in more stuff. And,
yeah, she's a good actress. She had an edge to her as well that did make her very appealing. But she was always very tiny though, wasn't she? She was such a tiny, petite actress.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I used to fucking have a bit of a thing for her as well. I mean, I was still. I didn't Cape Fear because I was still pretty young then as well. So it's okay. It's not pervy.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, but I think she was. I think she was a teenager when she did Cape Fear, was she? I think she was like nearly an adult.
I mean, I think she's got like 6-7 years on me. So, I mean, whatever that's, and I'm old as shit. So, like, whatever that's worth. But yeah, man, good Christmas selection. Sorry the rest of the usual crew couldn't pop in for this, and I'm sorry that I wasn't there. I was driving back from
sorry.
Out here. It's not like the UK, man. Out here in the Midwest, if you want to get somewhere, it's like 45 minutes every time you're trying to get somewhere, even if you're on the highway. So.
Well, fucking life happens. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, this gig is not a full-time job. I mean, people have got full-time jobs to do, don't they? And it's. I probably will go back to the movie. I think Chevy Chase was pretty much a big thing back in the fucking 80s, though. I mean,
for sure. This is like he had a whole slew of hits between 1984 or 5. All the way, I'm pretty much Caddyshack all the way up into like the mid 90s. He was doing good. He had a couple misses, like The Invisible Man was a rare miss, and I think Caddyshack 2 did not do well. But I mean, he had a lot of good ones. He had Nothing But Trouble, Fletch. He had pretty much all of these did very well. He had like a Great Outdoors type film where he's going into some kind of redneck type town or whatever. He didn't miss too many times. It was like he kind of petered out in the mid 90s and then had a bit of a resurgence with Community and a couple other things. But
he's very funny in Community. But it's a shame that he didn't get along with the rest of the cast. Who, we're probably really fucking happy to see him go. But
it just wasn't the same. They replaced him with fucking Jonathan Banks and Keith David, which doesn't work because those guys are fucking cool. And Chevy Chase was good at being a loser, even though he was kind of suave and charming.
Well, if you guys did get a chance, or even if you haven't, when you could get a chance, if you watch that Jason Reitman movie Saturday Night, the guy that plays him kind of plays him like a dick. I mean, he does a very good job. He doesn't look that much like Chevy Chase. He is tall. He's the guy that played the Riddler in Gotham, but he does a really good job of channeling Chevy Chase's. It's like he just was very unlikable. He always kind of came off that way as like an unlikable dick. He couldn't help himself. And there's a great scene where he's fighting with some of the other cast members and just showing off, and you get a pretty good idea of what this guy was like, when he was in his heyday. He was very full of himself. I don't think he ever quite lost that. I don't think he ever got like a lot of humility. Although I have seen him on a few interviews, and I thought he was quite funny. As far as his best movies, this movie's definitely in the top 3 or 4 for sure. With maybe Fletch being ahead of it a little bit. And I have a soft spot for Nothing But Trouble. I know it didn't do very well back in the early 90s, but I really like Nothing But Trouble. I like Invisible Man as far as that goes.
I did. I was actually surprised to later find out it was directed by John Carpenter as well. I mean, it was years ago since I've seen it, but I was like, I was still a little bit blown away by the special effects. Like, okay, how did we get to see the liquid in his belly just spat out like that? That blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah. Also, Fletch 2 was really good. A lot of people gloss over that one, but Fletch 2 is a really good movie.
Did they do a third one?
No, not in the way that you would. They did a third one, kind of like rebooted in a way. They did another novel with John Hamm playing Fletch, and John Hamm actually did a really good job. Unfortunately, that just came out. I think it was right when COVID hit.
Yeah.
So I've seen the first one. The first one is it's a fun movie. It really is. Chevy Chase was once again very, very cool in it though. I mean, I liked him in Caddyshack. You'd almost think that Chevy Chase was that guy in real life. You'd want to hang out with him until you do get to know the real guy. But I did see one little bit of footage where he sat with his family and he's watching Christmas Vacation with him, and it's probably one of the few moments where he just actually came across as just an old guy trying to spend time with his daughter, and that's it. It was quite nice to watch.
Yeah.
But I do agree. This is like one of his best roles because this character really could have been very disturbing in the wrong hands, and it's because like he said, he's always going through these insane lengths to have the perfect Christmas. He's leching over these hot women when he's married, and she's a gorgeous woman as well. His wife is Beverly D'Angelo was fucking cute back in the day. She still is. I still think she's kind of cute. But only Chevy Chase could have played this part and still come across likable despite his flaws.
If you keep simping over Beverly D'Angelo, I'm going to tell her.
I'm sorry.
Talk to her and let her know and get a restraining order put on you.
Break her back, okay?
Yeah. Restraining order the shit out of me.
Beverly.
Did you know that Chevy Chase, he is the first person to ever say live from New York at Saturday night?
Yeah, she is now 73 years old. Wow.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, she can still get
it. Wind up breaking her hip.
Yep.
And they got these really good fucking actors in the background as well, haven't they? They got they had the actress who played Betty Boo, and damn man, it's like
well, I can say,
I do like the fact they have like Bill Murray's brother in there as well as the boss. It was pretty much a bit of a comedy legend himself as well. He was always kind of playing these like crusty old sort of like hard asses, and he could have been just another typical hard-assed, heartless boss, but they do humanize him as well. He sees that he's done wrong, and he does redeem himself.
It can be an asshole. Juliette Lewis is 24 years younger than Beverly D'Angelo. Beverly D'Angelo still looks better.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
Boy.
Listen, you gotta lay off the smokes, ladies. It's just gonna age you. It's gonna.
You guys recently the whole Pamela Anderson thing. People be pissed off, like, why are people making fun of Pamela Anderson? I'm like, because I've seen Pamela Anderson. I've also seen Salma Hayek. I've also seen Kate Beckinsale. I've seen Jennifer Connelly. Then Pamela Anderson. There's a difference. I'm sorry, guys, but like, check out Salma Hayek and look at Pamela Anderson. That's why
Salma Hayek is still hotter than fucking Ariana Grande. I mean, she just looks like she's been like malnourished really bad.
Well, it's like you said. I mean, at some point, all the drinking and partying will catch up to you. Tell my sister, but that's why Jen, you're turning 40. I'm like, it's gonna catch up at some point. You keep doing it, but
yep, women age like milk.
Motherfuckers who thought that ass was aged like wine.
So, I think that's funny when you got like, hey, you almost got even 2 hours. So, great stream for great movie.
Perfect timing. Yeah.
I would love to see Drinker do a happy hour on this as well, Nix. It's
Does Drinker still do happy hours?
He does.
He occasionally does. He did one.
You're on his show every other week. The both of you.
Yeah. He doesn't. But, you can't blame because with the whole we figured the critical gamer, the whole happy hour, then top obviously the open bar, the super chat catch up. I mean, people like it's always funny talk about the algorithm. People talk about some people in our atmosphere popping out 5, 6, 7 streams a week. Besides open bar, when is Drinker stream? People got to understand the fact that like you don't got to be on this platform 6 days a week to make it big. Drinker only does open bar. That's not. He's not doing. Some people think, I have to be streaming 6 days a week. No, you really don't. Some guys that are streaming 5, 6 days a week at like 1,000 subs. Drinker's got
he streams more than you think he does, though, because he also does stuff with like Mauler where they rewatch. Mauler's got him watching the Buffyverse, stuff like Firefly and Angel and Buffy.
Well, we know, but that stuff, but they always tape that ahead of time. I mean, the same in terms of like, well, they've said that we talked the Dark Hour Rust that sometimes analytic wise, that sometimes live streaming too much, like YouTube doesn't like live streaming for some reason. Like I don't know.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what else it doesn't like? It doesn't like small channels to have stuff that I taped 6 months ago and has wrecked all of my Highlander videos. Yeah, that's what YouTube doesn't like. Thanks a lot, YouTube.
I'm saying, people
are really fucking kissing the asses of all these fucking.
Well, I mean, I look at like in our atmosphere, Jeremy Johns. I like Jeremy Johns. He's part of my inspiration plus Drinker to making a channel. Jeremy Johns puts out 2 videos every other week, and Jeremy Johns doesn't stream. He's got 2.4 million subs, and guy makes 5-minute videos. That's it. Pops in one video here and there. It doesn't. You don't got to be on here all the fucking time to make a name for yourself.
Yeah. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer doing live streams or making videos, Blue? So
I like both because there's times where you guys, especially with our rewatches when we do them, it's fun doing both. But like the algorithm is funny. Like they don't want you making they don't want you like this isn't Twitch gaming or Kick or Rumble. They don't mind sometimes, but like YouTube is very like I'm not sure what the bandwidth thing, but they don't want you doing too much one or the other. So I like both. And like I like talking to you like Wes right now or Enzo, but also some people in our atmosphere like I bust Gooch's balls, man. Gooch, sometimes you do like 6 streams a week and I'm like, dude, I want to like go outside at some point. Fuck man, like I got
I don't want to be streaming all the time. I try to do a couple whenever I can, and if I've already done like 3 streams and I get invited to open bar, okay, I'll do this last one. It's open bar, it's the big one. And it's kind of cool being on the big streams as well. It feels like
I can't relate because no one invites me on the big streams, but I like live streams if I'm not the one in charge.
See, I wanted to watch Craven with you. He's sitting with Craven.
I kind of get that because you don't. It needs less responsibility. You just get to have a bit of fun and shoot the shit a bit more while.
But I mean, at the same time, like we would most of the stuff that I record and I upload, like the Rambo thing that you guys just did with me the other day. That turns out to be fine. I think Blue Collar is definitely right about that. But when I was doing Highlander, I didn't have to do much. Judicus was like basically took over and just I just had to work the controls. Everyone knows our buddy the Pumpkin Man, Gord King. The reason Gord stopped hosting it, he told me he's like, hey, I love Come On Cannoli Sasquatch or yours or Enzo's, but Gord King's like, man, being a host, it's a lot different experience. I'm like, yeah, it is. I mean, like I said, I don't mind doing it but my schedule's fucked up. But like, I don't mind doing the hosting, but I do admit like when Luke is hosting or Enzo's hosting, it's a different experience when you're not the host. So it can be stressful. You are babysitting, you are doing like 10 things at once. I prefer the fun of it, but yeah, Luke, I think it's a good
good balance, because only doing one live stream and never making videos, but then only making videos and never live streaming, you should have both to make your channel more interactive.
You should definitely do both. Yeah, like I'm doing a live. I very seldom do a live. I did do a live with on Veterans Day, but then I kept getting shut down. So finally, Luke and I just recorded something. And
next, even that, like I was talking to Dark Hour about, like, because Russ just like spams analytics and stuff. He was saying that like YouTube Shorts are weird. Where like if you start doing Shorts, then that's all you do. It's like people that do Shorts don't make live videos. That's why like you never see Shorts by Drinker or like Nerdrotic or Muller. So I don't understand it, but like it seems like it's like because Shorts are basically a version of TikTok. And like
I did a bunch of Shorts when I went traveled, did that hurricane relief. I did like 20 shorts, and those got a big response. But I mean, it had nothing to really do with my channel. It was mostly just me.
And I mean, I'm not sure how the analytics work or the money, the promotions, but it seems like it's either, I mean, according to Dark Hour, he's like either you do live streaming or shorts, but you can't do both. I mean, that's he said he studies the shit more than we do. So.
Well, yeah, I definitely think there's a place for both. I am doing, like tonight, I'm doing a live. And of course, you guys are both invited.
What are we doing again?
Taylor Sheridan, like retrospective.
Yeah, I mean, I'm drunk enough.
The mad success he's have, all of my favorite shows and movies that he's done. Also, I want to kind of give a little, whether you guys know this or not, he's getting a lot of blowback right now. He's reached this level of celebrity that people are really hating on him right now. They're coming out.
I want to hear about this then. Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't like him inserting himself in the shows, and they don't. They're mad about they're mad about Yellowstone going out, and they don't like him like making himself a main character, which he's not doing that. But it's just that blood in the water. Once somebody says something, then the algorithm picks it up, and everybody starts saying.
You know this. I've watched all 3 seasons of Mary Kingstown basically with you. I didn't even recognize Taylor Sheridan even being in Mary Kingstown. Is he in that show at all?
No,
I mean,
no. They're mostly mad at him to the latest episode of Yellowstone where he plays strip poker with Beth.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched 2 seasons of Tulsa King. I didn't recognize him in that, so
he's not in that either.
Yeah, so how is he inserting himself into all of his own shows then? When I just named 2 top shows.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that, but I'm gonna try to do it a little earlier. I need to do some clips and videos and do some slides, but I will I'll probably do that in a couple hours.
That's right, Nick. Yeah, I'm drunk enough now, so
yeah. The level of hate they're putting on the show at Taylor Sheridan
is a little bit more for Lord Toxic.
The guy who knows what he's doing is getting hit because he's doing more.
Hey, you got someone else. Metala? How you doing, buddy?
I unsub short channels because YouTube does not allow me to hard shots. But I am not the general audience. I've only done like 3 shots, and to be honest, I'm not really that enthusiastic about doing another shot of one of my videos. I just fucking do my videos and then do like host one live stream, and if I manage to see a movie but I don't get a chance to do a review on it, I do a quick little live stream, give my quick thoughts, and then that's it. That's done.
Well, if I can lick Blue Collar's butthole for a little bit, I do really like your loser lounge reels. Or those are always really
they're very funny. Yeah, they're actually fucking hilarious.
Yeah, we'll definitely get back to them.
Well, that would be lovely.
Eventually, I know it's my fucking. That's a prop working for the man. You know, I have to adhere by a boss's schedule now. I miss Uber. Even a friend of mine, he's like, Chris, why don't you keep doing more Uber? I said, dude, unfortunately, I've had my truck now 2 years. No bullshit, guys. My truck is 2 years old. I have 93,000 miles on my truck in 2 years.
Wow.
That's how much I fucking drove. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta start going back to an actual job because it's like I'm about to hit 100,000 miles in 2 fucking years of my truck. That's how much driving I was doing.
Well, thank you for having me on. I'm sorry I came in so late. I'm gonna go start working on my Taylor Sheridan stream.
That's Plus, I'm going to be ending this stream now anyway. I think we've already said what we've had to say. I mean, we'll probably just final thoughts, and then we will get going, and So, final thoughts, BlueCollarLoser.
It's everyone in chat and Nick's go fuck yourself, but I love Nick's. No, you said, man, it's my favorite of the National Lampoons. I watch it once a year, and like Lord Toxic said, I can watch this 1,000 times and still get something out of it. And I think it aged very well. And it's yet another comedy that, trust me, could not be made in 2024.
Facts.
Yeah. Toxic, final thoughts?
I really liked it when I first saw it back in '89 when it first came out video. I watch it pretty much every year. It's one of my best friends' absolute favorite movies, and he quotes it incessantly. And so for me, that's always pretty funny. I don't think I've ever rewatched any of the other the Griswold movies. I don't think, even including the reboot, I don't think I've ever watched any of the National Lampoon's movies. This is the only one that I actually rewatch. So I may have accidentally caught bits and pieces of the other ones on TV or something, but this is, and like I said, it's in the top 3 Chevy Chase films for me, for sure.
Yeah. I've seen the first one. The first one's fucking funny. I've not seen European Vacation or Christmas Vacation 2 yet. I've heard...
You would really like, I think you would really like European Vacation. I think that you would really enjoy that one.
Yeah.
I still want to give it a go. Because, I mean, yeah, because he's still 1980s Chevy Chase back when he was like this guy who could do no wrong back then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've already said my final thoughts earlier, so I think I will end it there. And, yeah, so everyone in chat, let's see. Tony K, thanks for joining us. Aegis, Jamalama, Rachel Piercy Art, thanks for joining us. I hope we can hope you join us in more streams later on that we have upcoming. And who else? Let me just scrolling down. Nix as always welcome to trollers. Atom Grey, RTNZ. Anyone else? I'm not seeing anyone else. Metalla. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I do apologise. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, I'll probably will go out my way to avoid doing shorts in the future, even though I am already doing it. But I'll really, really crank out more unshorts.
I'm just irritated. So like you've been open bar now twice. You're only at 800 subs. Like, what the fuck, man? Why is this like drinkers fan? Like, why aren't people getting 2,000? It's pissing me off.
Yeah, I'm kind of just grateful to get just whatever subs I can now, just because it's such a fucking fun time anyway, and got a little drunk well and some whiskey, and
we all love you here, man. Where it's like, I mean, I say this again, not just as a friend, but like there's been some bastard breakdowns where I've just been at work having a great time. And I feel like I hate when less talented people have a high sub count and they're fucking worthless. And some guys have been open bar where I don't like. So I want my friend to hit the 1,000 subs and send you some super chats when I'm at work. So
yeah, no, hey, don't worry about it, man. So yeah, we'll get going off. Please subscribe to these gentlemen. I hope you can find their channels. I will put their channels in the description very soon as this ends. So yes, and whether you beautiful bastards are Northern English or not, thanks for joining us. And if you wish to further support this channel, then the links will be in the description below. And please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell in order to be notified. And please do the same for my fellow guests here. And right now, that's me done, and I am off to the pub. Enjoy your weekend, you beautiful bastards.